No.
just now. Why? Why did you do that?
But it looks like it will be Na'Vi starting on the T side and Cloud9 on the counter-terrorist side. So welcome once again here, day one of ESL 1 Cologne 2017. And it starts off with a bang here. Na'Vi and Guardian taking down the first kill there on Stewie, who was weirdly absent when they were playing against NIP, which they lost to earlier.
But he did have like a revival towards the end of that map, right? And so I put all of my faith, as always, in Young Stu and in Automatic. Those guys are just such beasts, and they really are the keys to Cloud9's success. You can't really count too much on Shroud, Nothing, Skadoodle, even though they will individually have their games. You really do look to Stewie and Automatic to step up and do a lot of the heavy lifting on this roster.
Yeah, traditionally, but I mean, today Shroud was playing very well.
Yeah, they do have their games every now and again, right? But we'll have to see. I think it's going to be heavily reliant on the young duo to get in there and initiate and find those shots. And that's exactly what Stewie tried to do. Sometimes it just doesn't work out for you. He loses the duel, and so Na'Vi have the man advantage pushing into the A site.
Yes, indeed, the classic smoker's up, and there should be a flashbang coming through to allow Flamey to make the run in. Edward is there as well. There's the flashbang we were talking about, and it does force Shroud all the way back, but he's around the corner, gets a headshot. Still has not reloaded the gun. 6 bullets now, down to 4, and he's not going to fire any of them. Edward will take him down instead. An Automatic falls simple with the long-range shot. Oh, they line up for Skadoodle, though, and he's going to take 2 in return. A third one coming in. Skadoodle with a stunning triple kill, and not enough to win the round. Still Guardian going to be able to pick it up, and that's such a shame, Skadoodle. That was really well done. That
was sick. They lined up for him, and then the one tap, that's what it's all about. I like it. Maybe I need to call them out a little bit more often. You know, their ears start burning, and they know, okay, time to step up, time to start hitting some headshots. But it's not going to be good enough here for Cloud9. They are not going to win the pistol round. Instead, it's Na'Vi going straight up to rifles, 1 UMP on Edward to allow for some grenades. Whereas we have a double scout in play here for Cloud9. Okay, that's interesting.
Full investment for them in this round. Could be very scary indeed. They've lost one of them. Stu has already gone down. What it means is that the 4th round where they can buy rifles, they won't have very many Molotovs and smokes, and that's a huge problem on CT side train, like a really massive one. Although Automatic somehow just waltzes right in and takes down Simple and Edward. Don't even ask me how they weren't covering that. Now it's a 3-on-4, and Cloud9 fighting for the retake. They're getting real close to the bomb site with the pistols. Automatic looking with the C-set 75. A lot of damage has been dished out already, but Guardian fighting back, and there a little bit of help for seized as well. Could it be Skadoodle trying to fall back with the scout? Yeah, so here's the problem, right? Especially on the A-bomb site, but to some extent on B2, if you don't have any smokes and you're trying to defuse the bomb, if it's gone down, you're in a lot of trouble.
Good luck.
That's almost impossible. So Cloud9, we'll see how it goes in the 4th round, but that's my big concern right now.
Well, props to Na'Vi here for how they handled the pressure. Because Automatic certainly set that up for his team to close in quick, to close that gap. And that's usually what you want to avoid if you're Na'Vi. You want to try and keep Cloud9 closer to connector, back towards their spawn. And the fact that they were able to kind of hold their angles and not overcommit really forced Cloud9 to run out into the open and look for the fight. Worked out in the end, and so that's some good CS right there. Like to see that from Na'Vi in an anti-eco situation. Now is Shroud. He shouldn't be long for this world, but as I say it, he still finds a kill on Edward. So another couple of kills here picked up for Cloud9 in an anti-eco. Still, they saved both AKs, and so they should be feeling pretty good about that. And it will be Guardian picking up the AWP right away here for Na'Vi. Do they have enough money? They do not. No, they definitely won't have enough money for anything expensive here on Cloud9. Looks like it's going to be one of those bare bones buys.
Yeah, that's part of the concern, but not really. Yeah, no defuse kit either. So for sure, Cloud9 right now fighting for the idea that there's not even going to be a bomb plant, that they can stop Na'Vi before it even gets to it. Which is not unthinkable. It just requires a really good early frag. If Na'Vi get the entry instead, they're in a lot of trouble. So we'll see if Na'Vi have a setup that can maybe sneak in the entry. That could be interesting. Yeah, they're a fun team to watch, Na'Vi, when things are working out well. Especially if you get Guardian up and running with that AWP. Seems like they want to go for the boost. There's no one that they can spot, though.
Yeah, sadly. They're holding a bit too close for that. Want to try and keep those M4s in position to go for the spray and pray as soon as Na'Vi try and commit through that lower ramp, and that is going to be the play here fairly soon. The nades go sailing out. There's the flash to lead the way. Simple flash completely wiped by that one, and that opens it up. Stewie will find 1 kill, and Ska is still alive, close on the bomb site.
Yeah, hiding in this corner, going to be very tricky indeed. They line up for Skadoodle, and he takes 2 kills, no problem. And now it's all crumbling for Na'Vi here, so the risk that they took Cloud9, it's paid off right now. Almost certainly not going to be a bomb plant in this round, and that means their job is pretty much done. Simple now alone up on the high ground in a 1 versus 5. Could try and make it out. Instead, he's just going to try and make it expensive and take down Skadoodle. And again, Cloud9 just got to make sure they don't lose any more rifles here. There's no reason for that.
Yeah, no, that's the main thing. You lost Ska. You're not going to have the money to buy up again unless you can actually close gaps here. And this is what they're looking for. They're going to hope to be able to pick up that AWP off of Guardian. That would mean so much to Skadoodle. That's simple, sure enough. You're going to walk forward, and that's really more about either finding the kill, but, you know, just dying along with it. You know, you're going to get the bonus money. You're going to buy up in the next round anyway if you're simple. But nothing succeeds in finding the op. Huge pick. That is sick. They wouldn't have had the money to buy the sniper rifle otherwise, Cloud9. So a good play there, and that's going to get Skadoodle into his comfort zone. He wasn't really hitting shots with the scout, but once he has that AWP in his hands, we saw some big rounds from him this last weekend over at PGL with the major qualifier.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's such a delight to see Skadoodle when he's playing well. It's just that when he disappears from matches, it's hard to explain exactly what his contribution is to the team then.
Yeah.
And that's an issue. I mean, you can have players that can have sort of good and bad days, but when they have bad days, they need to do something else to help the team out. I'm not always sure Skadoodle does that. He will have gone down this time, just so we're talking about him, but there is a refrag on Flamey as well, so still a 3-on-4 here. Guardian picking up 2nd kill of the round for him, taking down Shroud. So 2 versus 4. Great round. Just a lot of pickoffs that are happening in Navi's favor.
Yeah, what a beast. He's actually woken up, and congrats to Guardian, of course. He got married this last week. Bit iffy on the timing, but still, you know, a nice June wedding for him and his wife.
Yeah, wonderful. We saw the pictures and everything all over social media.
Great. But that was, you know, you kind of wondered a little bit about where Na'Vi were going to be coming into this tournament, going into the major next week. I mean, weddings take a lot of planning and preparation, Anders. It's a lot of time, a lot of energy. A big commitment there, and so, and I believe Na'Vi, most of them actually attended the wedding too, so you're thinking, okay, timing, maybe you need to be focused a little bit more on the tournament, but then again, you know, it's a wedding. I mean, there'll be other tournaments.
That's a good point.
Obviously, the point is, you know, hopefully there will not be another wedding for Guardian, but...
I was going to say, I'll leave that in the subtext.
You see where I'm going?
I'll leave that in the subtext.
Yeah, you see, it's less funny if you have to explain the joke, sadly, so I'll keep from that.
We are on the internet, though, so you never know. Flamey going to be pushing through, or trying, but he's bumping into half the Cloud9 team that was waiting in that smoke. I'm wondering why he didn't call that out. There must have been someone there to spray through. They'll at least get the kill on nothing, and next in line, Skadoodle is down. Seized also chiming in with a frag onto automatic, and Stewie here fighting on the site. Great round from Na'Vi once again, only losing 1 player, and starting to build a real economy here. 5-1 in their favor. Cloud9 are struggling a bit.
Yeah, no, this is... We're seeing some plays coming in from Ska, but it does feel a little puggy here from Cloud9. You know, a lot of individual plays that are making the difference for them, but not so much of what you really need to get an efficient lockdown on CT side train, which is, you know, the effective crossfires, setting up for each other, good communication. We aren't quite seeing that right now. We're seeing a lot of duels, and Na'Vi happen to be hitting most of their shots. So, attempted wallbang there, but luckily for Edward, he hadn't run up to that point, even though he was planning on it.
So it's really interesting to see Cloud9 go for the 2-minute B this early on, because it's so common to put 4A, 1B, and then only closer to the minute marker you're going to rotate someone back. But
yeah.
Cloud9 are just a bit worried maybe that there's going to be early pressure in B. So
well, there have been quite a few rounds so far from Na'Vi on B, right?
Yeah,
so they're probably playing into that. But
they've not even been rushes or anything. So I'm just wondering if they've been watching demos or something. You know, if they're scared that something like that's going to be hitting.
This is also seen as a catch-all kind of approach to it, right, Anders? I mean, 3A, 2B. Everybody's played matchmaking. Kind of get that every now and again, right?
Well, bomb is dropped far back, and right now they're just looking for a pick on anybody. I'm not sure if Guardian spotted that. But nothing was lingering around down at the end of that train. We're down to 40 seconds, and someone still has to go and pick up the bomb on the Na'Vi side. I don't really like this. It's different if they had Zeus as the in-game leader, then I could accept the fact that we're under 30 seconds by the time they hit, but without him, not quite so sure. And look at Automatic, so late in the round, sneaking up all the way towards PopDog, inside of that smoke. This should be a huge surprise. He has to do a lot here, and he's going to pick up a first kill there. Also, Skadoodle and Nothing with a double kill, and they just shut down Na'Vi, attempting an incredibly late push. I'm not buying it.
Incredibly late, because I think what was going on is that they were just expecting Cloud9 to get antsy and go aggressive somewhere. And when that didn't happen, they're like, well, boys, it's 30 seconds left. We kind of have to do something. If they aren't going to come to us, we're going to have to make a play.
Yeah, hey guys, who was plan B?
What was plan B?
There was
well, the bomb is back in T-spawn. So maybe we should start there. Go and pick up the bomb. Yeah, that's a little awkward. Curious to see how Na'Vi adjusts to that. If Cloud9 start to play a very cool and patient style of CS, that changes up things here for Na'Vi. But a second round on the board for Cloud9 is very important. This is going to be the key one-handers. If they can chain rounds together, Cloud9.
It's going to be a fake. Look at that. They threw all the grenades into the A-bomb site, and now they're so quick down the sidewalk. Edward charging in. Stewie actually reads it and almost gets the turnaround as well. Nice shot from Skadoodle. The bomb is being planted, but they've got the man lead. The only thing they have to worry about is Siege, who's in a flank out here by the E-box. So now the rest of Na'Vi have to wait for Siege to get in and help them out, and Flamey's done a great job already getting a kill. Guardian taking down Skadoodle as well. This is way better than you could have possibly expected. This should be an easy round. Seized. He does miss the shot on Shroud, but I'm not sure it's going to make a difference here. This is a nice strategy from Na'Vi. This is exactly what you want to see.
Yeah, once that bomb gets ticking and they can start looking for those duels, it just feels like Na'Vi right now are a bit more efficient at hitting the shots, as we just saw. And so it's about to be 6-2. Sure enough, Guardian will push forward aggressively and find that last kill. They got it. It was a little bit more expensive for Na'Vi.
It's fine. That's, I think, absolutely fine. Given the fact that Cloud9 only won a single round, they weren't consecutive rounds, these two that they have, that's well worth it to take down Shroud towards the end there.
Yeah, they just have no money, Cloud9.
Yep, they're in a deep hole right now, and Na'Vi don't care at all. They're just fine with this situation.
Na'Vi, they're just, right now they're just going to be looking to maintain the pressure. 3 towards alley, 2 in main. And you can actually try and see if they're going to get close to main with the pistols. Na'Vi should have a pretty accurate read on the economic situation here for Cloud9. It shouldn't come as a shock that this is a round of eco. Fair enough. There we go. The spray comes through. Sees there to open the doors. And the flank as well. Does he get the third one on the site? He's going to spot him out. 2 guys there, but big plays coming in from Flamey.
Yes, very well done. Seized with a triple towards the end. A 7-2 lead favoring the Na'Vi team. And again, both these teams looking for a big win here. I mean, these are some of the teams you could expect maybe could even make the playoffs at this tournament, right? You'd certainly like to see that.
Absolutely.
Time to really step it up here.
It's you're just going to have that different level of competition here. Cloud9, they've qualified for the major, so they will be. Well, there's a chance that they could face off against Na'Vi again soon enough. But what needs to happen here is that they need to get their heads in the game and figure out how to start landing some duels versus Na'Vi, who right now are just looking fantastic. 7-2 for Na'Vi. And while the buy comes in here for Cloud9, Ska's got that glass cannon AWP. And again, it's a 3-2 kind of setup, except this time they've changed it up. They have the very aggressive hold here on A, and so if Na'Vi go for that smoke execute again, Cloud9 have got 2 players in position to deal with that.
It's just a thoroughly miserable buy coming out of Cloud9. Like, I mean, the UMPs and everything else, not sure it would have made a difference for Automatic. His crosshair was just in the wrong place. Guardian gets a quick double down towards Ivy. What can you even do about that?
You can't really do much when Guardian is on point, man. You get the kill on C's, that's Skadoodle back in CT, but it's only Stewie and Skadoodle left, the 2 B defenders. Ska watching upper, catches Edward, who gets a little bit ahead of himself. So that delayed flank from Edward not going to happen because the bomb is getting planted on A. So a man advantage here for Na'Vi. Plenty of utility left here on Guardian as well.
I can't rationalize what we just saw. They get a kill on PopDog, then Guardian gets 2 kills by Ivy. Then they push CT spawn and B and lose 2 players to make it a 2-on-3. Like, that's a slight moment of insanity coming out of Na'Vi. They've managed to stabilize it, but that's complete madness. You know, once you get that kind of an opening, you just move as a group towards the A-bomb side and put the bomb down.
Listen.
Less nonsense.
Give the pug gods their sacrifices, Sanders.
Not when there's this much at stake, you know. Just don't give them a chance. Ultimately, Stewie and Skadoodle didn't get more kills, so they couldn't really sneak in anywhere and look for a retake. So it will still be 8-2, but yeah, that's just a moment of silliness coming out of Na'Vi, it seems.
Well, Ska's managed to hold on to his AWP, and so 2 of the heavy hitters here for Cloud9. Ska with the AWP and Stewie with that M4. The rest of his teammates, of course, going to be ecoing, although Automatic has invested in Kevlar, so we'll see how that turns out for him. Are we going to see anything different here from Cloud9?
You say 2 of the heavy hitters, but Stewie's only got 2 kills in 10 rounds,
yeah,
which is
he's taken over the in-game leader role again, and that's kind of, I think, putting quite a bit of pressure on him right now.
Yeah, but it's just that it used to look like it didn't affect him that much, you know. I mean, he doesn't have to be the top fragger, in my opinion, but you want him to have a certain presence, and maybe it's just becoming a bit too much of a power drain for him right now. Nothing is holding alone on the bomb site, and the risk of that is evident, especially when you just have a pistol here. Grenades are coming in. Good counter flashes here, but maybe not good enough. They're coming in from every which angle, and he's going to be going down quick. So now the mission is simple. Save the rifles on Cloud9 side.
Yep. Automatic is already cleared out towards T-spawn and alley, and so Scott knows that he's got a safe harbor to go to. Stewie, however, will be hanging around in A main. So both of the rifles are safe and sound for now, at least, so long as these guys save properly, so long as they don't go and hunt for frags, which is always a risk. But like Automatic going all the way back into T-spawn for some reason, I guess to save his Kevlar. Let Shroud get out there and see if he can pick up the exits. The remaining 3 actually have things that they want to hold on to for the next round.
This is a very bad spot for Cloud9 to be in. At least they can save the rifles, and that is, I guess, the only silver lining that we really point to right now. They lose the first 3 rounds. The fact that they won the 4th, that's when you thought, all right, fine. You know, now we're back on track, as Alex was saying. But they get derailed really quickly again afterwards, and now we are cruising to a very good first half right now. 9-2. We've seen big T-sides before, but Cloud9, they need to work on their CT side. I mean, that seems to be across almost all maps that their CT sides are looking a bit strange.
A cross that they have to bear. Because right now it seems like not only them, but everybody is having a little bit of difficulty with the CT sides, even though we did get a crazy demonstration from SK earlier. The T sides really do seem to be where it's at right now for most of these teams. And when you have full economy, full buy coming in here for Na'Vi, they should be able to do some damage versus Cloud9, who are still kind of light on the nades. Some good damage going into Edward there. But with 1:15 left on this clock, there's plenty of time here for Cloud9 to kind of just sit and wait. And perhaps we'll see a repeat of what we saw earlier, where Na'Vi, not given an opening kill, kind of floundered a little bit on deciding where to go.
Yeah, they've waited a while right now. Still well within limits at 55 seconds. They can do whatever they want still, but seems like they are going for more of a B execute this time. They've made some noise towards Pop Dog, and they've thrown some grenades into the A-bomb site. And C's is still out by the container outside T-spawn, so he could be maybe throwing a grenade or something inside, just like, you know, one smoke to maybe hold the players that are on A there for a minute longer than they really should be. Edwards coming out as well with a couple of flashes and actually making his way out by E-box, but the bomb is still on the other side. This is all just for show right now. And Cloud9, they're not quite buying yet. Stewie's actually quite smart right now. He's almost buying by the C-Connect, and now he's going to go for it. They feel like too much has happened, so big problem here. Automatic will get the kill on Simple. That's big news, but Flamey takes him down. Great refrag coming in at 10 seconds. It's now a 2-on-3, and Guardian has to go and get this one plant. He can't even fake it. He has to hold it down.
Yeah, his teammate isn't quite in position to save him either. Seized will just now get on upper. They do have a player watching that. Ready for it, and there's the shot. Guardian, if there was a time for you to step up, it is now. Although C is going to miss his chance. Both of these players for Cloud9 are so low, yet somehow Shroud is able to bait Seized out into the open, and we will get the defuse here for Cloud9.
That was a 2-for-1 shot for Guardian, almost taking down Shroud as well. Now, probably Seized could have just waited and sort of played around with the guy defusing, only he didn't know what we knew, which is that they didn't have any grenades left. In his mind, he's thinking, well, if they have a smoke or a Molotov or something, I'm done, you know, so I've got to make this 1v1 to fight them before the defuse starts. That's not, not entirely unacceptable from his point of view. It just, from our point of view, because they were so low and they had no grenades, we think, why is he not just saving, but or waiting, rather. Yeah. A technical timeout has been called, and
it's going to be a server restart.
Fair enough. We'll get that in the way, and then we'll continue with the game here. 9-3 favoring Na'Vi. They won that round, at least Cloud9. Not able to reset the economy of the Na'Vi team, which is that's a big shame from their point of view. Well, we have nice highlights, though.
Yeah, we have. This is a sick one. This following kill, it's brutal. Boom. So clean from Ska. Such a shame that he wasn't able to win that for his team. That would have been a huge win to start things off. In Cloud9, they're so momentum-based. They're such a confidence-based team that if they had clutched that, if Ska had managed to pull that off, we could be looking at a totally different scoreline here for Cloud9. Instead, they just proceeded to get trampled after that. I
think we should definitely get some credit to Cloud9 for not ruining their chances to win that last round by over-rotating. You could tell that Stewie had a lot of doubts about where he wanted to go, because he was sort of playing on that ramp towards C connector and B. Okay. So he kept sort of running back and forth a little bit, but Automatic stayed in B bomb side and got 2 big kills for it, so or at least 1, I think. So that's really important, and it's not easy to do, you know, especially when you're this far behind. And you see, out in the A bomb side, they will have seen the grenades coming from T-spawn and from Pop Dog, right? So at that point in time, you're getting just, you know, a lot of grenades raining in, and it's very, very likely that you're going to make the call that, listen, this is another A execute, right? And it just wasn't. So definitely well played on Cloud9. I think that was patient play, which I think is, it's easier to be patient with the rotations if you're really far ahead and you're comfortable and you feel like, listen, it's fine. Very hard, I think, when you're this far behind. Then you have way more of an incentive to get the quick rotation in, because you feel like you need all the players there to win the round, right? So, yeah, good job on Cloud9 not doing any of that, even under the pressure here.
Yeah, there is a bit of pressure, because you do not want to be going 0-2 right now in this group with how stacked this tournament is. We're only really missing Astralis to have like the full gamut right now. True. Of the top tier talent in CS, and so you're not really allowed to be making any mistakes. You're not allowed to fall behind in this group. It's not over. It's not like it used to be, right, with the double elimination format where you lost twice, that was it, you're done. You need to lose a 3rd time. But still, you do not want to be in an 0-2 spot going into tomorrow. We have kind of scrunched things up here, where we will have the group phase condensed into 2 days instead of 3. This is Swiss system, but we have matches going simultaneously, and so be sure to keep an eye on the B stream as well. Matches are just going on both streams nonstop right now, and that will be happening all day long.
Very true. Oh, and also, while we've got the you know, everything being set up back on the server, it looks like it's close. So, yeah, just a quick happy 4th of July to everyone. You included Semla. You share a little bit of everyone to all of our American friends.
Yeah, I raised a glass of wine.
Yeah. Definitely a good call for it.
I mean, it's fun because it's.
What's the date we're celebrating Semla? 1776. You remember?
Tell me.
Independence. I was looking for the actual year. I was trying to bait you. You know, I was trying to bait you into.
Yeah, I got you. For shame, Anders. For shame. Don't you know I'm American? I don't know any history.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I just thought that this day was about celebrating, you know, getting plastered and watching cool fireworks.
Well, I mean, for some people, I'm sure it is. No, I think it's a day worth celebrating for sure.
I mean, more and more people think it's fashionable to wear the American flag anyway, so I didn't really notice a difference.
No, I should do that. I should get into that kind of fashion. I like it.
Except that you're in Danskland.
In Danskland, yeah. Well, that is true. Only for a moment. I'll migrate later. I'll find a way. Stewie is holding alone on the bomb site, which I don't mind so much because he's got the AWP and he's holding really far back. So, I mean, you can play this kind of a style. I would like to see Stewie really step it up here, like get some good kills in. 4 men on the A bomb site. the current positioning from Na'Vi suggests that we could be seeing sort of a three-pronged attack towards the A-bomb site, which is so hard to play against because if either Automatic, Nothing, or Shroud that are holding sort of the three corners of the bomb site right now, if either one goes down, then all the rest of the players there have to take up to another angle, an additional angle to the one that they were originally holding, and that's where everything goes to hell. Because now, you know, you're just got too much on your hands. So if they all get the entries, that's fine, no problems at all. But if they don't, it's just a world of trouble.
Let's see who's going to actually exactly come down to the entries. I think that's going to be the big make or break. As again, 30 seconds here, and there's the first shot from Nothing. Automatic as well. The crossfire works perfectly. Each winning his own duel. Now two-man advantage here. Time is running out, and they need to find a way to get out of this, Na'Vi, but they're out of utility. They have nothing left to work with.
There's almost no way out after that. That's all you needed. Now Cloud9 are in a supreme position, and with 8 seconds left and the bomb sort of dropped, Flamey is going to give his life in simple. Wondering, save the AK or go and die quick? Looks like save the AK. Shooting through... Why are you doing this? That's simple.
Wants to return the favor. Hey, I can wallbang too. Look, hold my beer.
That's a really good job on Cloud9. And again, the forward positioning, not losing the early battle. 9-4 in favor of Na'Vi as this first half is almost drawing to a close. The 14th round here, double AWP still in play on Cloud9's side, and Na'Vi can buy in this round. In the next one, though, if they lose this one, it's going to be a bit more tricky.
Oh, the pressure mounting, but Stewie stepping up with a kill here at the start. Manages to take down Guardian. This is supposed to be a big change of pace. It looks like it. Big spray coming through. Holding aggressive once again, and Na'Vi run right into it face first. Once again, it's just simple, all by his lonesome. This time, however, he has a little bit more than 10 seconds to work with.
If you're going to run through the smoke like that at a pop dog, you surely want someone else making noise either at Ivy or at main, because otherwise that will happen almost all of the time. So I'm not really sure what the plan was for Na'Vi. Maybe they thought yeah, so there's one flashbang that comes in. So if that flashbang doesn't flash absolutely everybody, then you're done.
Nobody was in main, and there was no smoke in main. They hadn't cleared out main either, Na'Vi.
Yeah, a bit weird. 15th round is coming up here. 3 AKs on the Na'Vi side, so that was the buy that they could come up with here for the last round of the half. Let's see Na'Vi, how quick are they going to be this time? Still got the bomb dropped pretty far back, so seems like they're confident in their slow approach.
Well, Stewie is certainly confident in the capabilities of his AWP, that sniper rifle. Once again, finding the shot to start things off. He's taken down Simple, and that's going to be one of the AKs dropped alone up in Brown Halls. Edward, though, looks like he'll be able to recover it. But it doesn't really matter as Nothing finds another shot. Flamey is gone.
And next in line will be Seized. Looks like Na'Vi just trying to sneak in all across the map one at a time. So that's kind of hard to justify in a round like this, you know, if you've got 3 AKs and then just a little bit, I mean, I don't know. I would go for the full weight of the team if that was me. But
this is going to get really interesting though, Andrews, because if Cloud9, I mean, it's looking pretty likely that they will be able to pull off 9-6 at this point. They are going to commit to B side. It looks like Na'Vi. We're not done quite yet. Automatic, there's the flash, sets it up perfect, gets the headshot. All falls into place one step at a time. But I mean, Cloud9, when you have Stewie and Automatic who are going to be opening for you, basically, those guys are ruthless. It could get really interesting if they manage to pick up that T-side pistol.
Guardian doing a lot and picking up an AWP here, but he's still fighting to get the ace. There's the 3rd kill in the sequence, and still waiting for it. 17 seconds here. Gonna fake it just the once. Is he drawing anyone in? Not yet. Great Molotov there to force him off. It actually does quite a bit of damage, and now he's just in a lot of trouble here. He's got 6 seconds. He fakes it again and misses the shot. So 9-6 indeed in favor of Na'Vi, but Cloud9 making a bit of comeback, winning 4 consecutive rounds towards the end of the half. And that's just a very, very good job on their part. Still a game that we have here. They can still go for Cloud9. They can make a great comeback. We'll see how it goes in the second half. That's going to be coming up right after the break. Stay with us.
Come and fly away with me. 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 Don't you be afraid, everything will change. You and I, jumping off the edge. They say dreamers never die. So come and fly, come and fly, come and fly away with me. We're rising, we're falling, we're making through. We're climbing, we're soaring, 1,000 views. Somewhere by the Emerald Sea, where the moon and water meet. Somewhere close to harmony, when the world is sound asleep. Something's gonna bring the change, journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of space, calling us to fly away. Don't you be afraid, everything will change. You and I, jumping off the edge. They say dreamers never die.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Second half coming up here between Cloud9 and Na'Vi. Very intense game here as Na'Vi took a big lead in the first half. They did start off 9-6 here at the game. Second half is coming up right now. We'll see how it unfolds. You could tell there the betway odds that have been going into this game looking slightly better for Na'Vi. More people thinking that they could potentially win. So see how that works out.
I mean, it's all about the general impressions, right? North America, what? Just remember, Cloud9 qualified for the major. They're a step ahead. They're a level above.
Yeah, maybe a bit warmed up, maybe a bit worn out. It's kind of hard to tell at this point with some of these teams that have just flown in from that qualifier, and we'll see how it plays off here. I mean, I think if Cloud9 can win this round, and they do have 2 Molotovs as well, it looks like it's going to be a really heavy execute towards the B-bomb side, but oh, long-range shot. That's a nice job on Seized. Still clicking away, and maybe for just a bit too long, because Automatic took him down. A second kill coming in from Automatic, and a Shroud actually helping out with the third one, but either way, going to be working out just fine here for Cloud9. They've got everything they wanted. They still have that 1 Molotov saved, and Flamey doesn't stand a chance, so great job on Cloud9.
Go, boys! This is where it gets interesting. Na'Vi are going to be kicking themselves individually because they kept peeking individually. Just handing kills back to Cloud9, but let's see. Guardian isn't done yet. He's got a Kevlar and a kit, but there's just so little time left on this bomb. It's all going to be about saving this gear for the next round at this point. But you have to give it to Automatic and Shroud, and Automatic, right, basically to just Cloud9, keeping eyes on Connector and punishing Na'Vi when the chances was there. So we are going to get that scenario now, Anders, where they could run it back here, Cloud9. Things can get really interesting.
Come on, Guardian. Save the armor and the kit, buy a smoke, and then defuse the next round.
Perfect. How sick would that be? On train. Why not? Plenty of spots.
Yeah, there is, but the problem is I feel like that's something that can be more easily done, you know, in the last map up of best of 3, if it's overtime or something, if people really lose their minds and they forget what they're doing. Yeah, I think Cloud9 are going to be really well composed. I think everyone on that team is going to be focused just on making the comeback and nothing else. So I doubt they'll make really big mistakes. Guardian instead has picked up a scout. I'm not necessarily against that, but yeah, again, big investment into this round from Na'Vi. In fact, a full investment.
Yeah, no, they've spent every dime. Not going to be holding back, it looks like. Not really interested in having all of the grenades necessary in the 4th round. Shroud, the timing was just a little off there for that flash. But nothing will be able to do it. I'm being thorough, making good use of utility. I like that.
Yeah.
And anti-ecos, just throw the nades. You can't really stand it when teams, you know, they kind of get greedy and take risks and go around corners trying to save nades when it's like that's exactly what they want. If they have a CZ, they want you to walk around the corner.
Yeah, I think that very thing actually inspired a really good tweet from Moses, I thought. Do see a bit of action there. But yeah, Moses was talking about having stats for, you know, how much equipment value people actually die with in terms of grenades.
Yeah.
Because that would signal, you know, if a player kept doing that, then maybe they should use a bit more of it, you know, to clear out the corners and all the rest of it. It's definitely worth doing. I have to agree.
The rabbit hole, right, where it just gets deeper and deeper. Okay, do they die at the beginning of the round, at the late of the round? You know, it's stats are fun that way. They can also be insane or mind-bogglingly annoying. But speaking of annoying, it looks like all the smokes are up here. Na'Vi definitely not pleased with this outcome because Cloud9 with 17 seconds left in the round actually get the bomb planted. And so now we have to see. Na'Vi doesn't look like they want to have anything to do with this.
No, they'd gone for the risk after losing Edward. They just said, listen, we'll just all go B. If they come here, maybe we can win it. If they come A, we'll just have this equipment next round. I think that's something that we've sort of become a bit used to seeing, and I think it's perfectly fine. I've got absolutely no objection to this kind of play. It's just that now it's a shame if you don't actually make it work. You can't save the equipment, which Flamey could not. Simple sneaking in. Should have been able to maybe catch that kill as it looked like nothing was jumping, so they're getting hunted down. Cloud9 not afraid of losing these SMGs, and it's going to be one more kill. That's a scout gone, so everything working out just beautifully right now for the American side.
Beautifully. I wish people could have had a camera on you there. It was like, you know, the meme, right? You know, like...
It's got the hand signs and everything, yeah. God. one HE grenade picked up unseized. I don't know why. I can't explain this. Or did he? Oh, he saved it from last round. Did he?
Yeah.
But then the question just becomes, why did he have it last round? Like,
because he's just, you know, he's dreaming every dream that anybody ever who plays matchmaking or anything else in CS thinks, right? I'm going to throw that money nade, and I'm going to just spray him down with the CZ.
Just kill 5 people.
Exactly.
Like, but the thing is, like, that will never happen with an HE grenade, whereas a flashbang can legitimately just straight win you the round. So I just can't, get on board with that. Buy the flashbang.
A little bit of pressure here from Na'Vi, which is fair. Automatic, you need some help from your mates. His teammate is running in, and it looks like eventually Skadoodle gets in there, but it was far too late. Now there's an AK, exactly, lost on the ground, and Edward's able to make his way out of there, holding on to it. Nothing will catch them in the open, and succeed in doing no damage. So a little awkward here for Cloud9.
Oh, there's a good flick from nothing, though. Shroud to take down C, so all on Edward, 1 versus 3 on the A-bomb site. And he's just going to be making his way back as fast as he can. Oh, Shroud catches him in the lane. That's a bit unusual or a bit uncomfortable. And he's going to be trying to see if he can wrap around. I'm not sure why he actually stopped there, Edward. I feel like his goal surely must have been to just get out.
The goal has got to be to hold on to this AK for the next round.
Yeah.
That one-shot headshot potential to make all the difference, but it's not even going to happen. And worse yet, he walks into Shroud. That's a Mac 10 kill. So Shroud gets a bonus 600, plus he saves that AK. He's going to be feeling good about that. Whereas Edward now, what is he going to be able to do here? You can go for the M4, little light on the nades, but I mean, flash smoke, that's good enough. No AWP for Guardian, but that doesn't really come as a shock considering he was investing in the scout and everything earlier on. So we're actually having both teams play a very similar style when it comes to that CT side, the slow start on the CT side, and then they just keep forcing so that when it comes to the 4th round, they just don't have a whole lot going on. Or the 19th round in the second half. Here we go, young Stu. Channeling the aggression, the spirit of the Predator. Let's go.
Oh, he's so far onto the bomb side, and the bomb's on the other side. If he gets 1 kill here, it's going to be absolute hell. Turns around and takes down Edward. And now what do you do if you're on the Na'Vi side? You've just lost 2 men in the A-bomb side, and now everybody else is coming towards B. Great shot from Shroud to take down C, who was maybe the only one who could stop the bomb plant here. Simple will actually get a kill on Skadoodle. Sees the second player, goes for a bit of long-range spray, but can't win the fight against Automatic. That leaves Flamey 1 versus 2 clutch. He's got a smoke, but no kit.
That'll be the longest defuse of his life. That smoke is perfect because Nothing and Automatic both have Molotovs. Smoke would cancel it, and there's the first kill. Nothing getting caught in the open. That's frustrating. And sure enough, exactly, Flamey has to have the read, and now he's recovered the Molotov. Perfect use from him. That's going to force Automatic out into the open. He goes charging through the Molotov, and little does Flamey know that he's on upper, not lower. Oh, missed opportunity there for Na'Vi. What a shame. That would have been a sick clutch for Flamey to pull off in a 1v2. to keep his team in it. Instead, Cloud9 get into double digits first, 10-9. And Young, that's what I'm talking about, man. Still with the aggression.
Very risky and dangerous in a round where you probably knew that Na'Vi didn't have that much utility, so you sort of give them the fight early. But it worked out just fine, so it's hard to criticize it all that much. Now they're fighting against just pistols here, and a bit of a stack going on towards the A-bomb site. Let's see if Cloud9 can keep their composure and just pick off the kills at range, like Automatic has been doing.
Automatic just holding that angle. Sure enough, it will pay off. Second kill for him. 600 bucks made. Let's see if he can make a little bit more here. I think he did realize that somebody was holding close on the top of the train. And that'll be there for Stewie to collect. And Stewie not able to do it. Instead, Automatic's like, actually, hold on. I will go ahead and get that kill.
Yeah, this is very well done. Just composed play coming out of Automatic. He's not risking very much at all. Last two pistols on the A-bomb side here, surely just going to get run down. Shroud in charge of 1 kill and Automatic with the quad towards the end of it. We'll give Cloud9 now a 2-round lead at 11-9. And things are now getting a bit strange for Cloud9. What did they do? They've got AWP being picked up on Seized, and there was one on Guardian as well. So double AWP indeed.
Back to the roots. It's been a while, but we're going to see Seized with that op.
Yeah, and you have to think that, I mean, it could be seized as a secondary AWP, but I mean, sometimes you'd think it'd be simple as well, but probably this is a positional thing, right? Where Seized is holding alone and B, they kind of want him to have that weapon to get a really quick pick off and then run away and maybe get another one, and that's it, you know, round 1, so.
No aggression from Seized, though. It makes me wonder, yeah, exactly, Guardian is the one who's trying to play very close to A main to find that pick. And sure enough, Automatic has been blocked into that corner yet again. That smoke means that they can't even Molotov him out, even if they don't have one. Now the question is, I mean, is he going to be able to get out of here, or is somebody going to come and help out Automatic? The man needs his team at this point. Guardian is going to eat him.
Smoke is fading, and you're right. Guardian takes him down, no problem, and there's not even any kind of a reply coming in, and this is what Guardian should be doing. Just fall back and play it safe. Don't take any risks at all.
Bizarre. Sky, if there's one thing, he's just willing Simple to take the peek. And now Simple will take the peek, and it will be perfect. What a shot.
What a boost coming out of Cloud9. That's pretty risky, but when it works, it just looks so good.
Simple doesn't show himself once. What is this? Who is this Simple? Did we check his ID? Is it the right guy?
Yeah, he does seem a bit more passive, but he's also playing on the CT side. It makes it so much harder to be the really aggressive and wild Simple. Great stuff from Edward, though, taking 2 good kills on Stewie and Shroud, and now suddenly it's a 2-on-3, and Na'Vi might have found a way back in. There's only 18 seconds here. Nothing, trying to see if he can make his way out to the bomb train. Will catch, almost catching one, but Simple right in the perfect spot, and that should close up the round. Skadoodle goes down to Simple. Yeah, you were asking what he was doing, but at least he got that quick double kill there, and it's going to make it 10-11.
Yeah, and here's a tactical timeout getting called by Cloud9, and a good reason, too. I mean, at that point, if you're Na'Vi, this is really where you're just praying at that point. Like, somebody get a double kill, somebody get a triple kill, like, just save us here. And sure enough, Edward did it. But he took out 2 of the key players there, Stewie included. And, well, I think the frustration might be mounting on Cloud9, because in that sort of situation, I think that they have to be thinking we should be winning that. We have to be picking up that round and continuing to just choke Na'Vi out of this game. Instead, now Na'Vi, they get a breath of fresh air because they can maintain that double op setup.
Let's see here. It is a tactical timeout for Cloud9, in case you were wondering. Automatic with 25 kills is definitely leading the charge by a really, really long shot. That's an incredible scoreline for him to be pulling right now. And they have money to buy on the Cloud9 side. Na'Vi back in it with a double up setup, but their money is dropping really low from buying all of this stuff. Even winning the round, they haven't managed to build quite enough yet.
Could it be, you know, part of that strategy? I mean, this is a pretty risky one to go for, but you let Na'Vi win a round just so you can reset them? People sometimes bring this up, and all I have to think is like, no. And then it's possible, Anders. It's possible. It's not a strategy. It's brain damage. I don't know what to say. I can't save it, Sam. I can't justify it. I wish I could.
Guardian's in a bit of a tight spot right now.
Says, oh, brother, wake up. My hair. But he does manage to thread it out real quick before Stewie and nothing can pick him off. So Alley is now open. Simple, once again, reclaims this part of the map for Na'Vi. Nothing left behind as Stewie rotates back over towards A main. And we're still trying to see here if Cloud9 are going to be able to find somebody from Na'Vi to punish.
Under a minute. Still lurking around in main. And I can understand why they're being a bit cautious. Because they did realize that Guardian was close to last round. And he's been hitting shots, and he's just such an incredibly dynamic AWPer when he gets up and running. He can fight at pretty much all ranges with this particular rifle. Right now, he's holding 2 angles at once, it almost seems. A bit risky in case someone was going to come out of Pop Dog. Flashing in for a teammate, trying to get that shot. Now we'll see what happens as Cloud9 do make their way onto the bomb site with 18 seconds left. Can they actually break it through? Simple will take down nothing. That's a very important kill down towards Ivy. Stewie with a refrag, but he's trying to plant the bomb, and he's going to need some backup to do that. Spray close range, only 7 seconds left. They're going to pick up the kill there, and Stewie getting shot in the back. It's just not good enough. Guardian instead with a triple, and it will be 11-11, tying it up. No bomb plant means they could buy 2 AKs on the Cloud9 side if they wanted to, but I'm not sure it's worth it. Maybe with the economic damage, it would be worth doing something in this round, but they got to be careful now.
It's going to be the half buy, Anders. Was what it looks like here. Taking some of that bonus money. Everybody was kind of floating around 3K, right? And so instead, they're just going to go ahead and invest a little bit, pick up some Kevlar, some pistols. And so Na'Vi need to be wary of this seized. Going aggressive, however, is a very interesting decision on his part. Going aggressive Brown Halls when you're not quite sure what your opponents are up to, if they are saving or not. He is taking a bit of a risk.
Yeah, if they decided to rush B, and even if he gets 2 kills, they pick up the UMP, run into B, and put the bomb down. I mean, that's still, yeah, I would say that's risky. But maybe he's gonna prove us wrong and just make it work flawlessly here. He will be fired on pretty quickly, and he's gonna fall back. So now it shouldn't be much of an issue for Na'Vi to win this round. There's really not that much utility on Cloud9 to make any kind of a breakthrough. Shroud going for the plant right inside the smoke, and he's gonna be successful in doing that. Can't pick up the kill though, but looks like Automatic is doing an enormous amount of damage with the C-set 75.
Team kill.
One, you're right, there is a team kill from Edward as well. Automatic eventually goes down, so Edward making up for past transgressions. Na'Vi winning the round, but losing 3 members is definitely not a good thing for Na'Vi here. They need to just have a home run at this point. Just go all the way, close this out 16-11, but when they start losing that many rifles every round, all it takes for Cloud9 is to win a single round, and then Na'Vi have to eco and Cloud9 even take the lead. So,
well, we have another technical timeout here, guys. So we will be pausing thing once again. A second pause so far in the match. Simple. Yes. I like that from Simple. You know, he's a pragmatist, right? He's just like, oh, well, I will go to toilet then. It's like, fair
why
enough,
not?
Simple. Why not?
Why not? A bit more difficult for you and me, Semlo. If we go there, then we'll bring the stream with us and the microphones and everything. So we'll try and spare you guys that kind of entertainment.
Listen,
it's only 2017. We'll have to wait a couple of years before, you know, reality TV and all that get pushed to that level. It's too much.
At least in esports, you know.
Yeah,
we haven't quite there yet.
I feel like we haven't had enough, you know, reality TV sort of, you know, mixed with esports. You were doing a little bit of it.
What do you mean, bitch?
Yeah, you've been trying. You've been trying your best, which I like. But
it's been fantastic, man. Gamers was a blast. Hopefully there'll be another season because it was a lot of fun.
Well, this is I mean, another pretty intense game, and given the way that it started, you'd think Na'Vi would be able to just run away with it, but at this current point in time, it's yeah, it's up for grabs. 12-11 if you are just joining us. And do remember there's a B stream as well going on that you can go and check out. So if you are a Twitter user and you go to @ESLCS, I believe, you should be able to find all of the links and follow them. Plus, whoever manages that social media account is just doing a great job. I don't know if you noticed, but they're on point with the memes almost all of the time. So
get out.
I quite like it.
They're stepping up their meme game.
Yeah, they're doing a good job.
Feels like that is like kind of the prerequisite now if you're going to be running a
Yeah, but
Twitter
that's-
account for a TO. You got to have a strong meme game.
Yeah, I feel like that's those people are rare though. The people who know
Who
what
don't
they're doing.
overdo, right, the
So,
memes.
Yeah.
You're right, that is a bit dangerous.
What's the other ultimate like? Is the Empire Twitter account?
Dude, that's, yeah,
Empire's like a
all
legendary
bow.
status.
All bow down to the ultimate meme god of
Yeah,
Twitter.
they do
Team
a very-
Empire, they're god tier. I love them. One of my favorite accounts.
As you can see, Simple has literally left his chair and has just said, "Listen, I'm gonna use the time here." Fair enough.
Yeah, good. Be opportunistic like that, you know? Opportunity presents itself, just jump. Go for it, Simple. It's all good. I mean, it's not like the admin can really stop you, right? You know, it's not like it's your fault that the whole thing crashed.
No, indeed, indeed. I can't wait till we move this tournament into the arena. The energy in there and everything else is going to be incredibly exciting. So if you guys are at home and you're watching and you've never watched an ESL 1 Cologne, you have been missing out.
Yeah.
Once we get in there, it's going to be absolutely wild. So, you know, make plans, check out the schedule, and then definitely put time aside for all of that, because it is so well worth it to experience that sort of stuff. And obviously, I think the count, I think they posted this on social media, like above 12,000 tickets or something now being sold for this stuff here. So it's going to be wild. It's going to be really wild.
Sick.
One of the things that surprised me when we did this last time was the amount of people that I ran into who had actually traveled. I thought, you know, sure, there's going to be tons of people from Germany, obviously, and then, you know, from maybe neighboring European countries that are going to be traveling. I met tons of people flown in from the US and Canada who literally made the trek all the way to sort of, you know, come and watch
There's
this.
even guys who are coming in from China.
Yeah.
It's so sick. I
That's
love it.
true.
ESL 1 Cologne 2015 was one of my top 5 events, like hands down.
Yeah. And that's a very good sign for esports. If we can have people traveling around the world to go to great events, thumbs up to people who do that. I think that's actually key. 12-11 is the scoreline, and we do have the game resumed, so thanks to the admins for clearing all of that up now. The 24th round is coming in. We've got AKs on Cloud9. We've got the AWP on Guardian there to see if they could maybe make this one work. They did win the previous round, although they lost quite a bit of money in the process, so we'll see if they can continue on the win here, or if they're going to allow Cloud9 to get a foot back in the game.
Which would be big. I mean, it's still absolutely possible, but they've taken a lot of damage on automatic to start things off here in the round. Cloud9, one of their playmakers. You want that guy healthy, feeling hale, fired up, ready to go. Get in there with Young Stu and create some space for Cloud9. But with 4 players stacked on B, and this in large part due to exactly what a shot. Guardian takes down Shroud, but then there you have it. Automatic, it doesn't matter if he's at half HP. He'll pick up 2, and Stewie and nothing. Well, yes, Stewie and nothing, picking up 2 of their own.
That was a nice shot from nothing towards Pop Dog. That was really crisp and clean. And you love seeing that. And Nothing has definitely been playing so much better. During the major qualifier, he was just quality.
Yeah, nothing, he did step up.
Yes, he just had some amazing games. I think
It's a
that's always
pleasure.
a good sign.
It feels like we hadn't really seen that kind of Cloud9. Like they were wibbly and wobbly for a while there, but at least in the major qualifier, they did show up. Shroud even having a strong performance. It felt just a bit more even. Guardian will find Stewie getting a little greedy, out hunting for kills instead of saving his AK. But
yeah, no one else is going to come for him, so he'll be able to at least save that. But that will tie up the scoreline. 12-12 here, as we are getting towards the end of the game, potentially, unless, of course, you are a believer in overtime, which we've seen
a bit over the past few days.
Yeah, we've had some of those. And at this stage, it could definitely come down to that. I think even worse still for Na'Vi, what it could really come down to is not having enough money.
Agreed.
Let's see how they fare here. They have managed to spread it out. C-set on Seized, UMP on Simple. Not the end of the world, but one of those situations where if you don't make this work, probably Cloud9 bounce right up to 14 rounds. And then you've only got one more shot left with rifles really to make a difference.
Well, Flamey is rotating back to bolster up the defense here on the B site. Seized was holding solo with the CZ, but there's been quite a bit of action in Brown Hall so far, at least as far as nades are concerned. And so definitely making Seized feel a little antsy. Edward has pushed Pop Dog, though. So a quick rotation is possible, but more importantly, he can also hear if anybody's moving quickly through the halls above him. Definitely be able to communicate that to his teammates. 2-1-2 setup now, and Edward falling back to connector as well. He's all over the place, Edward. He isn't sure what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, what you got to see, I don't mind. Be like that. Just try and see if you can find an opening. 25th round and under 50 seconds at the moment. Shroud and the rest looking to see if they can make their way in. Seized pushing up, and that's going to be so frustrating for Cloud9. They were trying to get the timing down right, but still nothing coming in with two major openings into the bomb side. That's such big play from him. Otherwise, they might have got stuck entirely. And there's Edward with that M4 to pick up a kill long range, taking down Stewie. The bomb has been planted, but they're almost all stuck on the site itself. Got to find a way to fall back and get out. You can't be stuck on top of each other like this. It's just not a good look.
Smoke on Edward, though.
Nothing but one more kill. Triple for him at the moment. Edward dropping low. Skadoodle in charge of taking that kill. And Guardian never got into play in this round. Just sort of waiting around, hoping to pick off a kill long range. When that didn't present itself, he was essentially useless. So 13-12 here. Big play from Cloud9. Big play from nothing.
Triple kill in a round where it's all on the line. That is big. That is exactly what Cloud9 needed. Especially after Scott taking so much damage at the beginning. But Cloud9, man, they're showing real perseverance. We're seeing a different Cloud9 here. There's a bit of confidence. There's a bit of grit that they were able to put on display and actually manage to go toe-to-toe when it gets down to the line like this. 13-12, full buy for them. A hard eco for Na'Vi. Na'Vi right now, they're just like, Guardian, you know, if you could go ahead and just pick up a couple kills for us real quick, that'd just be great. It's like,
yeah, and this is the thing though, you really have to think that Cloud9 would be ready for it. That if he was going to push somewhere, it doesn't really feel like he is, but if he was going to be the aggressive AWP who sort of pushes down Ivius, I mean, you sort of wish that Cloud9 was ready for it.
He's going pop. What is this? This is some old JW style. Yeah, sure, take the op. Use it like a shotgun.
Big risk for sure. He's got someone there with him who can pick it up just in case. Oh, we are in the 26th round here. If Cloud9 win this one, Na'Vi have got their backs to the wall in spite of a great start. They haven't been able to close out the game yet, and actually now the American team have an economic lead as well as a one-round lead. Good grenades coming in here from Stewie, turning around for the counter flashes, and now they're down on the floor of the bomb site. Simple will pick up one kill, but Automatic and Stewie, that duo, now in effect again, and they're pushed up very far. Seized to go down, that's all they needed.
That is the big one right there. If Seized could have gotten in behind, getting that flank going, maybe there was a chance for Na'Vi, but now, again, Guardian never really wanting to overcommit this AWP unless he feels like it's swinging their way. Wants to hold on to this for the next round, and he's going to sacrifice his teammate Flamey to make that happen. Flamey just hoping that he can catch somebody in the side of the head so he can pick up that AK and save it as well. Might still get the chance. Yep, sure enough. There you go.
Oh, well, they're covering it. The Molotov is in. And Flamey trying to escape right into the arms of Automatic. What a tragic end to the round, from Flamey's point of view at least. 14, oh, he got a parting shot, Guardian. Somehow he found the last kill of the round there, but that's 14-12. And now Na'Vi, what's their money like, Sumner? What if they got Na'Vi?
Well, they've got 0 now because they're basically spending it all. And it's going to be actually...
That is what happens when you spend the money.
It tends to get out of the bank account.
I've noticed that myself, in fact.
This is, oh, what is this from Cloud9, though? We haven't had all-out aggression from them on A for quite some time. Now's the time to go. They're bumping into each other in the smoke. It's chaos. Flamey, though, will find the kill on Stewie, but Skadoodle's there to trade it back, and there's Automatic chiming in.
Simple. That needed to be the big play. He could have lined up both those kills, but somehow Shroud, Spider senses tinkling, and he picks up the kill. The feet are showing there, and Shroud actually just makes his escape. That might actually be a smart play. He could have maybe had some backup from a teammate there. It's still a 2-on-3. If Na'Vi can't win this round, they won't have very much money in the next round at all. Long distance nade, and Guardian hitting one shot, getting a second as well. And now it's a 1-on-1. Everything rides on this for Na'Vi. If they want any chance of winning this, they're going to have to go deep here. And he puts up a smoke. Guardian baiting it a bit. Automatic making the jump to cross. Guardian is waiting for it, but the bomb is ticking right behind him. He's got the kid, he's holding it in. 2 seconds left, and Automatic trying to make the rotation, and Guardian getting the round and getting the shot as well. What an incredible clutch here from the Slovakian sniper. That's what we know, that's how we know him. Amazing style.
The fadeaway shot at the end, almost like an afterthought. Too good to be true. And Cloud9 now, they've got to feel like they've been robbed. That is agony. Everything seemed to be working for them. The aggressive strat onto A, the shift of tempo, of pace, no fear approach, and yet still somehow they end up losing it. That flash was so sick. Just allowing Guardian to make the play from alley, that changed everything. But let's see. Dennis, once again, playing aggressive brown halls. I do like it. In this case, just try to destabilize Cloud9 a little bit. They have been going to B in the past several rounds, and so just letting them know that the defense is here.
Very tense situation here. This is how you end up in overtime now, because Na'Vi suddenly have a bit of money to make the buy to try and see if they can hold on to the game. Cloud9 on the other hand, I think they spent most of their bank trying to buy into this one, so now both the teams are sort of very near the bottom, and it's just a bit tense right now. Again, both the teams are 0-1. They don't want to lose a second game here. Shroud could have nearly caught the kill. That was seized moving up.
Let's see what more Automatic can do for us here. He's got 32 kills. Dropping the 30 bomb. And the rest of his teammates are pretty much dead even in the mid-teens. So now or never, if he can get another big standout round here, that could really shake things up. Put Cloud9 on that match point and completely destroy Navi's economy. But 4 players still ready and waiting here for Navi, although the rotation has come out back over towards B. Defense has been weakened, and Guardian missing a key shot.
3 men out of Ivy. Automatic picks up 1. He needed that one on Edward as well. There's too much defense on this bomb site for them to get the bomb down. 9 seconds. Where's the plant going to happen from Shroud? Lending a hand. Getting that kill on Simple is huge, and that's at least going to give a bit of a chance here for Skadoodle. It's a 1-on-3, and there is a guy behind him. He's going to do some damage, but now they know exactly where he is. Oh, what a Molotov there to cut off one angle. Can they challenge it? It looks like he's managed to make his way. No, it actually failed. It bounced into the wall. It looked like that was dead on Skadoodle. Still going to be able to get 1 kill, and could have maybe got that one on Seas too. It will be another round for Na'Vi. I wonder if that Molotov could have made a difference, because that would have kept the Ivy player back just a bit. Very interesting. 14-14 at either rate.
Yeah. 14-14, and a Cloud9 that have just got to be feeling bruised and battered at this point. And there's a tactical timeout being called here by Stewie. I'm glad that he's doing it. They still have a couple left in the bank here to be using. But the money, though, for Cloud9, it's far from ideal. 3,000, 4,000 on Shroud. That's pretty much it. Everybody else kind of floating around 3,000, although Ska's got a little bit more as well. This is agony. Ska's got to be having flashbacks of the pistol round. Nearly clutched it then as well.
He was at least in a position where it could have been done. I mean, they didn't have an easy way to make him fight all 3 at the same time. That would have involved getting sort of, you know, a couple of people up on the bomb train, or maybe up on the trains behind, which is not risk-free either. So 14-14. We talked about overtime earlier. I mean, this is still within the realms of possibilities, especially as Cloud9 look like they are investing into Tech9s and armor, and I mean, maybe that's all they can do here.
Oh, they are going to be going for the Hail Mary here, Anders. Well, actually, no, it's not even a Hail Mary, I guess. A Hail Mary would be like the full-on force. They're trying to hedge their bets and go for the overtime. And that from Cloud9 is really interesting. It's not something I would typically believe of this team, that they would be willing to go ahead and play the long game here. But we're going to see if it works. I mean, a half buy, this could definitely still pan out nicely for them with the Tech9s. An explosive play, you can quickly overwhelm them when you have Automatic just hitting headshots left and right. He's gone for the deagle as well, so we'll see if it works.
Oh, well, that's one hell of a start. Stewie taking down Edward. He's going to be bouncing right back up the ladder. Maybe expecting a quick flank from that B bomb side. You know that Seas does like to play aggressive there, so he's probably thinking that there's something like that going on. Now, they still have the 3 smokes that they bought earlier. They could still go for the execute like they were planning to. See if Na'Vi can stop it. If not, that would be just complete robbery of the round. Na'Vi probably think this is going to be just fine. We've got all the rifles, we've got everything we need now. The grenades are coming out, but You'll notice the bomb is rotating the other way. Great double from Simple, and those kills happen so quickly that now Na'Vi should realize what's going on. They should have time to sort of do the math and think, wait a minute.
Yeah, Season Simple, there's going to be the firing squad already ready and waiting, and sure enough, each one, nope, Dennis picking up both of those, that's seized. And so that leaves Automatic alone here. He's got his Deagle, 1v4, and there is no dream this time around for Cloud9. It is not going to happen for him.
Yeah,
14 to 15.
In that situation, you're really hoping that they are far back on the bomb site, and then you can sort of charge through and make that a long fight. Like, you need that fight to last 5-6 seconds, which is a long time in that bomb site, you know. But if you let 5-6 seconds, then the rotation towards B is so late that the bomb is already down, and that's just what they're hoping for. But when Simple just destroys them as they pass through the smoke, then, you know, there's gonna be 3 more seconds, and then he's gonna call in and say, there's no one else here, and then that's it. The game is up. So, yeah, very, very good stuff here. Now, with a big chance to win this 16-14, or it might be that overtime that we were alluding to earlier. Could definitely happen. There was a bit of a sneak up from Simple down towards Ivy. Didn't really catch anyone, but Guardian again playing aggressive here. They can definitely feel it on the Na'Vi side. I like that Molotov as well.
They have the AKs this round. Can't get too far ahead of yourself, and there we go. The trade. This time Scott was in position to help. And so it will be a 1-for-1 trade, which favors Cloud9. Although they are still light on the nades. 3 smokes.
The only thing you could say against that is the fact that it's Automatic that went down. He's been such a big contributor to almost every round that Cloud9 have won, so
yeah,
that's definitely a bit annoying.
Well, if this is the end, Guardian, he was 1 frag short of 30.
Oh.
That was close. That was real close.
I hate to see it.
And Automatic at 33. Now it's going to come down to the rest of them. Cloud9, time to do some work. We've seen it in the past from Nothing, from Ska, from Stewie and Shroud. They've all had their moments in this match, but now's the time, and sure enough, it's going to be Simple who will find the kill to give Na'Vi the edge. 4 versus 3, and the defense remains strong here on the A site. Cloud9 slowly running out of time. They're down to 30 seconds to execute.
Edward, very forward position. Can he see it? Yes, he can. The resolution. I was worried for a second then that it would be some sort of 4x3 type thing, but works out just fine in return as well. Simple picking up Shroud, and that leaves Skadoodle 1-on-2 with 10 seconds, going for the bomb plant right in front of Seized. He's going to be successful, sneaking through the smoke after the fact, and Skadoodle didn't clutch last time. Maybe there's a chance here. He's got the triple, looking for the quad, and Simple is on the other side, and Skadoodle going to push it right into overtime. There's that American hero that we were all waiting for. Very well done, and look at Nothing getting out of his chair to congratulate his teammate. That's I don't blame him for doing that. That's very well done.
Turns out there is something to be said. 3rd time's the charm, right, Anders?
Yeah.
There we go. Finally makes the 1vX happen for himself, and in the last round of regulation as well. Here we go. Overtime now here at ESL 1 Cologne.
Should point a finger towards Na'Vi, though, and sort of ask the question, okay, if Seized is going to be pushing out through the smoke and C connector, then where's Simple attacking from the other side at the same time? Like, Simple was so far back by the train that they couldn't both be firing at him at the same time. So that was a bit of a miscalculation from Na'Vi that we've actually seen a couple of times before. Like, they do seem to make some silly mistakes, or at least some judgments and error that allow for Cloud9 to have a bigger chance to win some of those rounds.
Yeah, the nerves, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the weird thing is the communication you need at that point in time is, because the bomb has just gone down, so they've got no pressure on them at all. You know, they've got plenty of time. So the communication you need is just something along the lines of, "Are you in position? If I go now, are you ready?" And then like yes or no. If yes, then 3, 2, 1, go. You know, like it's not rocket science in that sense. You know, but
yeah, it's just all the factors that start adding up: the pressure, the nerves. The fact that it's the 30th round and you're probably thinking we're just going to go ahead and trade this guy real quick.
Yeah.
Agony for Na'Vi. They had it in the bag. That was one hell of a comeback after a bumpy start to the second half. Now, however, it's all reset. It's all clean. $16,000 starting money. And so this allows for the double AWP right out the gates for Na'Vi, and they can feel a bit secure about that because, hey, they buy that, they still have another $10,000 in the bank on both of those guys. And so now we get to see full executes from both sides here, fully equipped.
Another aggressive position coming out of Guardian, this time though boosted up by teammate down towards Ivy. I still like it. I love the confidence of seeing him play like this. some Molotov damage being dished out, and oh, Flamey coming in with a strong kill. Edward following up as well. World of trouble here. Shroud trying to get out, but Edward will just shut him down. Now Skadoodle playing a dangerous game in A main with the AWP close range. Stewie will at least get a kill on Edward trying to fall back, but that's the end of the round. All right then, all right.
Na'Vi finally playing to it. How many times are they going to see Automatic and the others holding A main in those corners, and they finally actually punish it when they have all of the grenades? I mean, yes, that's the big thing, is that you can afford to go for some of these plays, I suppose. When you have everything, right, it has been a bit dicey, a bit touch and go with the buys. In this second half, it was definitely scrappy, and so when you have all your incendiaries, all of your smokes, your nades, your kits, everything that you need, well, Na'Vi decides to get in their face and start taking advantage of some of the data that they've collected so far. Now can Cloud9 bounce back? That's the big question here, Anders.
You have to hope that they can pick up something. A sort of a wasted flashbang, I suppose. Generally not a big fan of this flash, but Stewie trying to see if he can make the jump down. Edward did get flashed in spite of the fact that it's airborne for quite a while. So, yeah, taking control of Pop Dog for a minute at least. And still plenty of time on the clock here for the team to make it through.
You know what it looked like to me there? It looked like Edward actually got gamed. That he didn't, that he thought it was one of the, like, the underhead but upward flashes, right? Because he was back around the corner and then he re-peeked back into the flash. Maybe he was expecting it to go off faster, not go all the way down to the ground.
I think Edward knows that that flashbang is, it is meant for Stewie to get down the ladder, so I think he's just, he doesn't want to turn around too quick because he wants to get that. Oh, Skadoodle, that's amazing. Taking down a second kill there, and Flamey, everything you want. Another attempt to go for the A main fight, and this time it doesn't exactly work out for Na'Vi, though. With that kill from Simple, maybe it still will. 30 seconds left. Look at the health that's left on Shroud and Skadoodle. When you're planting on the B-bomb side, that's a problem because it's so easy to grenade whoever is planting, which would probably be, well, should probably be Shroud. Should probably switch the bomb over to him instead, because Skadoodle's got to be covering with the AWP in a perfect world. Yeah, there it is.
Well, let's go. Shroud going to lead the way. Smoke is still up. Holding close, and with a man close in connector as well. Sees will be able to go for the flank very quickly here, and sure enough, but Skadoodle again! Where's the bomb plant, though? There, just in the nick of time. Unreal, but Skadoodle's got the quad kill, and now it's on him to find the ace. In the end, he will bring it back. Skadoodle coming alive, and we're seeing a level from him we haven't seen for quite some time. 16-16, and Ska has shown up.
And I thought you had to be in America to see some of those 4th of July fireworks, but that is just blazing from Skadoodle. We were saying this earlier in the game, when he isn't there, it's hard to tell exactly what it is he does for this team. When he is there, he's winning matches for them. It's so brilliant. Especially that first, well, I guess the third kill technically of the round, with the way he gets the close shot. That's very hard to do, and they lose the round instantly if he doesn't get it, so nothing going to be close with the AK. Skadoodle's definitely feeling it. Going to try and go for the challenge. We've got double op and auto sniper on Na'Vi. A bit of a classic that we don't get to see too often.
No, Flamey, man, this is just his calling card. Oh, we have the money. It's the last round. You know what? Scar 20 time, because why not? Well, Flamey, because you haven't used it once so far in regular. No, it's overtime. Can you use the Scar 20?
I love it. It's so powerful on a map like Train that where the T side relies so much on smokes to try and run close to the bomb site. That auto sniper is not going to care that much about smokes, so 50 seconds on the clock here. Shroud setting up for an Ivy smoke? No, actually, not quite. Looks like it's going to be towards the connector instead.
Well, they've got that pincer ready to go. 3 players over by Alley, waiting for the smoke to clear. Now pushing forward, 34 seconds left on this clock. And Na'Vi, they're condensing onto that A site with the 3 players. Who's going to get the first kill here? Who's going to get the first pick? Stewie blazing through to the back alley. He's got his teammates there to back him up. They're looking for a frag, and where are they going to find it?
They're just crunching the B bomb site from 2 different directions. That's a massive risk to be taken, but you can tell Seized had no idea, but what a kill comes in. Guardian taking down 1, and then Stewie with the double return. It's all over the place, and now with just 8 seconds left, they're going to get the bomb plant in. And Simple, he's in a lot of trouble here. 1 versus 2 with almost no health at all. What a lightning round. Stewie, if not for that quick double kill, they don't even come anywhere close to winning it. Instead now, they've got a really good shot. Simple hasn't made any noise yet, and he might be able to get the backstab in. Quick execute, but now Automatic knows, and he's got a Molotov as well. Right onto the bomb, and then he escapes. Simple's in trouble.
Oh, the wallbang, just doing a little bit of damage, chasing him out. But sure enough, it's going to just have to be the stick here. There can't be much time left on it. Simple trying to buy some time, and sure enough, Automatic will see that he isn't actually defusing. You can play the waiting game, and...
Yeah, it will be Automatic.
Well, there we go. What was that?
Just a bit of a skip, but yeah, Automatic winning it. Great job. Ultimately, I think, yeah, Stewie, probably the man of that round. Wait,
no, but did it actually end, or? I guess so, yeah.
I think so, maybe so. They are just debating it, supposedly, so so we'll see. I swear I saw it in the kill feed that
it did?
Automatic did.
Yeah, because C's just like, restart route? They aren't quite sure what actually happened there. That was so quick.
I'll get a word, I'm sure, in a minute, and then we'll see what happens here.
Wait. No, there's no way. Okay, we're
17-16, so second half of the overtime, yeah.
Yeah, we're into it. All right. Bit of a debate. Well, we should be good to go. 17-16, the lead here for Cloud9. They need 19. They certainly are pouring on the pressure here and the excitement at the end, Anders. This is good. I love that strategy from Cloud9. But running it with only like 30 seconds left, you're cutting it a bit fine, a bit close.
I agree. That's maybe the downside. You got to be really careful with that stuff. But that's one we rarely see anymore. It used to be more popular, I believe, in 1.6. Bit hard to do if you don't have the time to make it through. Cloud9 need 2 more rounds, and they're going to be able to defeat Na'Vi in overtime here. Na'Vi need 3 in a row, or maybe some middle ground where we go into double overtime. It's certainly also possible. Stewie not taking too much damage, and not panicking with the grenades either.
Wait a second.
Yeah, that's something that people do a lot, you know. If they get tagged in, they just throw everything, you know, and then that's not necessarily a good idea.
Do you see what I see, though?
Go on.
There's an AUG on Shroud. It's like a Scar 20's one thing, but here we're getting freaky, Shroud.
Yeah, he's Canadian, though. We're just going to have to accept it. Oh,
I mean, yeah.
Seized. This is unusual. Oh, his head is showing, but Stewie still picks up the kill. That was about to be a very costly mistake. But he catches Seized, and that should also give the rest of Cloud9 an indication that it wasn't quite the IV control that maybe they were looking for. Now, instead, it's on the B-bomb side. Automatic, who's been so good on this team, unable to pick up the kill right away onto Simple. That would have been maybe the way to win the round right then and there. 30 seconds on the clock. Automatic, what a great headshot turning around, controlling the whole bomb site on his own for a double, and Stewie helping out with a kill on Edward, leaving Guardian in a 1-on-5 and trapped in the middle of nowhere. Stewie to take him down. You have to just admire the alertness on Automatic. That's it, like, even the fight alone on upper is hard for him to win in that point in time. Then the fact that he gets the second kill, or the first, I guess, down on the floor, very well done. 18-16, one more round, and Cloud9 gets to celebrate Independence Day with just a bit of a smile on their face.
Yeah, they won't be sitting there with an 0-2 scoreline. You definitely want to be 1 win, 1 loss at this point, but you definitely want a guy who's dropping 37 frags to be on your team as well. And so far, Automatic, just a monster, keeping Cloud9 in this fight. And they are now on match point. They've got 2 of them as well here, Cloud9. First team to 19 rounds. Well, it's not going to happen for Na'Vi. Na'Vi are just battling for second overtime now. So a little bit dispirited. Not exactly the most pleasant situation to find yourself in. And especially not when Ska is finding the first pick, taking out your AWP. You're up, it's gone, Guardian is gone, but Flamey is there to trade kill. And he's taken down the raid boss. Automatic is out of it, Anders. It's a 4-on-4.
Yeah, I'm not sure Automatic really wanted to take that fight. I actually think he wanted to just sort of slither in by E-box and wait there, you know, but he got caught mid-transition, so that's pretty unfortunate. And there's a fire kill on Shroud. The Molotov comes in from Flamey. What is going on?
Did he get flashed in the molly or something? That's bizarre.
It's unclear at this point. We'll do some sort of investigation. Seized walking in. No sound been made so far. He's getting very close to the bomb side. This is an absolutely lethal push. Oh, but they're not going to check the site. Stewie, as soon as he hears the plant, he's going to realize there it is coming in. He's going to sneak around, picks up 1 kill, but that's not the guy planting the bomb. They're actually going to come off the plant for a minute here, and now the grenades are raining in. Stewie picks up 1 more shot, taking down Simple. This is big plays. Now 25 seconds, and Flamey, He's here with the flank, but the bomb is making its way out to the A-bomb side. This round is just absolute madness. Maybe he can just win it right here when they go for the rotation, Flamey. If they're not alert, now they're realizing it's on A. Their focus is in the wrong place and nothing goes down. Wow.
What a shift. Quick thinking on their feet, and this is paying off for Na'Vi. Now they have a huge advantage. Skadoodle is so low, and Stewie is gone as well. Ska, you've done it once, you can do it again. A 1v2. You just have so little HP.
Yeah.
And I do believe he has been spotted now, Anders. They know where he's coming from, and they're going to peek him together. Perfectly done there by Na'Vi.
That was an ace, I believe, from Flamey, in fact. What a round. 18 to 17. One more round for the double OT here. Cloud9, at least they have the money, but that's an incredible switch late in the round for Na'Vi. That's not easy to do. The bomb was right in front of Stewie. He heard the plant. He got the kill on the one guy. If he could picked up both, that would have probably been it, but doesn't work out that way.
Yeah, it's just because the bomb wasn't done planning. Maybe he's assuming that guy fake planted. They didn't know that there was a second man there. I mean, he got the kill eventually, but...
Well, he must have seen the first guy standing up, right? So he must have realized that couldn't have been the guy putting the bomb down. Just very confusing. We'll see how it goes here. Last round of the overtime.
We have one round left. We got another technical timeout here, boys. This is everything is conspiring to make this as stressful an environment as possible. The players are just like, we have one round left, but no, we have to do a quick reboot here and get things going again.
Another one.
Another one, DJ.
I was gonna say. It's a good meme.
Ah, man, that's so frustrating, though.
You know what we can enjoy in the meantime, Sam, the wonderful picture of the skyline of Cologne. It is an absolute beautiful city, and I don't know. There's just a nice feel there, right around the cathedral.
Yeah, no, it's sick. That's right where the train station is as well. So it's pretty much the first thing you see.
Yeah.
When you walk out from the train station, like, oh, there's this gigantic cathedral right here in front of me. It's super sick. It's one of it's got to be one of your favorite things, or it's one of my favorite things to do. Back when we were here all the time for Pro League, you know, oh, got to get on the train, stop for 5 minutes, have a quick coffee out in the courtyard, just look at the cathedral, soak it in for a minute, and then hop on the train.
It is quite nice.
Yeah, no, and it's beautiful at night because it's fully lit up as well. They light the whole thing, so you can see it from pretty much anywhere in the city. Well, we're almost back into it, guys. Sorry for the delay.
Yes, indeed. Just need all the players to ready up. No one's gone to the bathroom this time, so at least there is that. And if you are just joining us and you've just tuned in and you're watching, remember there's a B stream as well, but they're covering the other games, and also we've got 2 more games coming up after this one. So you know your entertainment for the night has been covered. Don't worry.
We got you.
Yeah, and actually not just for the night, but pretty much for the whole week, and it's only going to get better for sure. We've got some interesting teams here. I mean, Space Soldiers rocking it. Heroic were doing really well on the front. They lost that game, but they were really putting up a fight against G2, was it, I think?
Actually, that's a good question.
So there's been some really interesting results that certainly show that even some of the less-known teams, or maybe some of the teams that aren't really sort of favorited here, are still looking quite lethal. And I think it's to be expected, because we're in this weird situation where some of the teams, you know, are either sad from not qualifying for the major, or they did qualify, or they're already in it because they're legends, and then they're thinking about that. NIP, obviously not even in the major. There's lots of things going on where, like, it's hard to determine where the focus of any one given team is going to be for this particular tournament. I think that could cause a lot of, strange upsets that maybe we weren't expecting.
I was checking for results for Space Soldiers, but they haven't played yet. But you'll be happy to hear that North have redeemed themselves. They just won 16-6 versus Tyloo. So there's that.
Yeah, and but I'm still revoking their passports. I don't think they should be allowed back into Denmark from losing to Optic on Cobblestone. That's like their home map. They're just so good. I say that they should be so good on Cobblestone.
They should be.
I'm upset, so I'm stuck.
What about 16-6 Fnatic over Heroic? That's the other match that happened on the B stream.
Yeah, what map was that?
That was 16-6 in favor of Fnatic versus Heroic.
All right. Well, we'll see. We'll see about that. That could be okay.
right, let's see.
Here we go. The round is live. 18-17, an automatic. Did he spot it out? He did. The Molotov is going to rain in. That's a lot of trouble here. Guardian, no chance at all, and no one there for the refrag either. They just need this round, Cloud9, and they're going to be going through at least for today. Skadoodle picks up a kill. Stewie as well. The double up really working out here. The bomb is stuck in main. There's plenty of time for Na'Vi to go and fight it right now, and they are kind of set up in interesting situations. Simple. Spots a guy, instant headshot on Skadoodle, and he did see the second player coming in. Stewie goes down, and now it's all on Shroud here. Can he stop this double OT, or will he fall prey to Simple, who's not yet picked up the bomb, still lurking back there somewhere. One kill for either player. Simple swapping out. He's just going to go for the fight, and an instant headshot. Simple pushing it into double overtime here. This match just keeps on giving, Semler.
Simple is not going to have respect for Shroud. It's like, we've played on FPL too many times, boys. I know how this goes. I have no reason to fear him. What stuff? What stuff? I mean, it's just chaos. It turns into absolute chaos every single time. It feels like we're not allowed to have a clean round here between these two teams. It has to be a real nail biter round after round. And so double OT, and Ska's got to be feeling pretty frustrated with what's going on here. He's just like, well, I've had a couple of 1vx situations go our way now, boys. Can we please just end this? Can we please just get to 1-1? Both of these teams are 0-1. They lost their first match today so far.
It's really, I mean, that's kind of a 2v3 that it was. I mean, apart from the end, but it's kind of tricky because like 2v3s could be so different, right? Let's say it was a 2v3 where both of the last Na'Vi members were in A main, and the 3 members of Cloud9 knew that, so they were just like, okay, they're in an A main, we know what to do. But I think it's the fact that they had no idea where the second Na'Vi player was. Like, he was deep in the bomb site.
Yeah.
That by the time the battle happens again, they just, like, no one knows how to react. Like, you don't even know where to position yourself, right? Just like, and they're probably asking each other, well, where are the last two? Where are they? And then it takes too long to figure it out, and boom, it's a one-on-one, So, yeah, it's kind of an upsetting situation for Cloud9, I would say.
It's just outright chaos.
Double OT.
Let's go, boys.
Yeah, indeed.
I mean, hold on.
Rumor has it, I don't know if this is going to sound too much like we're plugging stuff, but rumor has it that they're playing on like some new 240 hertz monitors. That are supposedly quite smooth. I've heard.
I've tried them. They're sick.
I have not yet tried them myself, but
they are sick. It's just liquid, just silky.
Well, maybe they can make me better Counter-Strike. It'd be nice if that happened. I would appreciate it myself. Got the double orb currently on the Cloud9 side. Stewie ready for a leg shot on Guardian. Will be successful in doing that. That's got to be annoying if you're trying to go down Ivy, where you can very easily get grenaded on by the Americans.
Ooh, what's interesting here is that C's just worked his way out from Alley. And they have no idea right now, Cloud9. Automatic is kind of watching that angle, and Stewie is rotating back around as well, and there's a missed opportunity. Seized, what is going on? Man advantage and a bit of a lead here for Cloud9. And Na'Vi no closer to getting onto a bomb site.
He did quite a bit of damage with the AK, but you have to think that isn't worth it given the health situation for Guardian. That's really risky, and now Cloud9 are holding far back, except for the Ivy push that's coming in. Oh, this is smart play. Stewie, this is one of the reasons why I think he's such an exciting player. Once he turns this corner, now he sees, okay, there's no one setting up smokes here, might even catch a kill. This is very well done right now. Oh, he's making a lot of noise, actually. Way too much noise. Did he not hear him? I'm just praising him, but that was maybe just what gave it back to Na'Vi. He had that all figured out. Just even the information should have been enough for them to maybe win the round. 20 seconds left here and nothing's going to be going down. Simple to pick up a double kill. Spraying through the smoke is the triple. And Flamey goes down in the meantime. The bomb is being planted with 10 seconds left. It's Skadoodle and Shroud to try and retake it. It's a 2-on-2. They got to win this round, Cloud9. They had everything set up for it.
It's all there, and Shroud, sure enough, will find the kill on Simple. But Edward's still alive, and they don't know where he's playing from. There's a lot of information gathering that needs to happen here for Cloud9. And Edward, he's got the chance. There's the first headshot on Skadoodle. 1v1 now versus Shroud, who's occupying the bomb train. But again, the nades not there, and Edward will be the one to clutch it. Shroud knew he just had to take the fight, throw chance to the wind, and see if he can actually pick up the headshot first, but it's not meant to be. And Na'Vi, they are up to 19 rounds now, 19-18.
That's I mean, that's an utterly upsetting turnaround there for Cloud9. Obviously, Stewie didn't hear him running back the way that I thought maybe he did, and by the time that he did, he had made noise himself, and then he lost that 1v1.
What I was thinking was that, you know, white noise, but they aren't playing with the sound, the noise cancellation right now. There's no crowd or commentary, so.
True.
So sometimes that is a thing where there's just like mad white noise getting pumped into their headsets.
I don't know what that was. I mean, I would have even said it's fine if he just stays there, you know? Just the information that there isn't a three-man smoke setup coming in and anything like that is still big. Shroud will take down Seized, so Cloud9 trying to see if they can make it back here and win the next round, which you have to do if you're playing on CT side in overtime. If you lose the first one and the second and the third one, it's going to be pure misery.
Yeah. So
pure yoy.
Well, okay then, pure yoy. Pronax. Yeah, Pronax is definitely not feeling much yoy this week.
No.
Godsent not making the cut. His Twister nearly put his fist through the desk though at the at PGL, so.
Flash through the smoke, automatic, you maniac. And he's going to drop the bomb right then and there. Guardian does get saved, otherwise that could have been bad. Edward there with the frag in return, but that's going to buy just quite a lot of time for Cloud9. Again, another really advantageous situation here for the American side as Nothing takes the kill on Flamey, leaving in a 2-on-3 with 20 seconds left. There's Nothing with a kill on Edward, and it should be all done here. Guardian goes down, 1-1 as a scoreline in the double overtime. 19-19.
19-19 now.
If you're keeping count at home, if you're good at maths.
What a sick flash from Nothing, though. I really like that. The timing worked out perfectly. Shroud, assist, a little bit of a conversation going on. But, of course, because it's 16,000, these guys are going to have ample funds, all the money to do what they want. And it's going to be a double AWP setup here, T-side for Na'Vi. Interesting. Really deciding to change it up. Simple rocking the second one, and Simple, maybe because of spawn, goes ahead and cancels out that Molotov himself. Interesting decision.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably afraid that someone from Cloud9 would rush through it anyway. I mean,
yeah, exactly. Like,
well,
see that automatic will just flash his way through.
Yeah.
Right.
Nice entry, Flamey, all the way up by the E-box. This is great. If you can get this as a terrorist, well, unless you get shot in the face, it's usually quite a lot of control you get. Simple takes a quick one in return. Sees the guy falling off of heaven, but he can't deal with automatic. He was just a bit too close here. 3 versus 4 right now. Let's see who can win this round. Seized has managed to sneak his way in. Can he get the opening? Turning his back for a second, but actually, instead it's... I was going to say the other back. That doesn't make sense. You've only got one, but it turns his back to automatic and gets shut down. It's now Guardian and Edward, who've made it a 2-on-2 here. With plenty of time left.
Yeah, with plenty of time. They still have 40 seconds. No reason to rush. Unbelievable. They continue to bring it back, but sure enough, Nothing will catch Guardian looking the wrong way, and it's on Edward once again to clutch it. Getting shot in the back, and this time, Stewie will prevail. Great recovery from Cloud9 in the end. 2-1 in this first half of another round of overtime. So that's what? That leaves them at 20 rounds. We're looking for the first team to get to 22. And so 19 for Na'Vi. And Seized has got to be kicking himself. He should have been able to pick up that 1 kill. Hey. Thanks, Richard. Haven't seen you in ages, bro. It's been too long since the major.
It has been a while, hasn't it? I was just out in Atlanta visiting him for a quick break.
Get out.
Yeah, I mean, doing the whole...
Oh, the Clash for Cash. Yeah, okay. I was about, like, I thought you went on vacation to Atlanta. I was like, interesting, Anders. I know you're a fan, but...
It's always a good time. Oh, I would go and visit Richard any day in Atlanta. Such good times. Automatic does get the kill quick on Edward, and Flamey kind of trapped out here. He's going to have to go really big for Na'Vi to win this round. He's running in behind, making a lot of noise. Skadoodle goes down. That's such a big kill, but the bomb has been planted, and Stewie, with just 2 health, finds an instantaneous headshot. That's a lot of trouble now. Hitting for Na'Vi. Still a 2-on-3, and they're actually weirdly both in pop dog. How is that even possible? One Molotov, and they're done. They don't have any smokes to cancel it with. They're going to lose the round from one grenade.
They'll never expect a second man. Oh, no, it doesn't work, Flamey.
That was a very strange round. I mean, you don't ever want to have 2 people in pop door like that. It's true they wouldn't have expected a second one, but if they just Molotoved it instead, it's GG. This is just all around a strange round, but I mean, credit to Na'Vi for making it a win for themselves.
They look confused themselves, Anders, to be fair. They're towards the end. Wait, okay, I guess we will try to make the play. Good thinking there from Stewie.
Yes, I mean, I don't know, one of those cartoons where Tom and Jerry both end up in the same closet, not realizing.
That means that we were up to 20-20. Tied at 20 here between both of these teams, looking for the first team to 22. And Cloud9, they have had some success in the past on the B site, and so it could be interesting to try and change it up, head over here. Only issue is that Na'Vi are rotating an extra man, and that is going to be a man toting. No, he does not have. Interesting, he does not have his Scar 20. Will it matter or not? No, the push has already begun, and Flamey with the M4A1 finds his first kill.
Not bad at all. That's even better for Flamey. Turning around, tapping away and taking down Shroud, and this whole push has been evaporated. Na'Vi with such an incredible defense being set up here. Somehow, Skadoodle landing the Tech9 shot through, but there's a guy waiting on upper. Somehow, he still survives. I have no idea how Skadoodle is still living through this. It's now 1-on-2, and Skadoodle's had some unbelievable clutches in this best of 1. If he can take this one, then surely they deserve the win, Cloud9. I mean, they're not quite going to be there yet, but this is very hard to do. He's managed to pick up the bomb, but he's going to get shot down from Guardian, and now it's Na'Vi on map point here. 21-20.
21-20. Are we going to get triple overtime? Are Cloud9 going to get robbed at the very end?
I don't see why not.
Both of them have had chances to close this. Both of them have finished this
Scar
job.
20. You know what? That's inviting.
Wait, what?
Yeah. That's inviting double overtime or triple overtime, because you know the Counter-Strike gods, they get real angry when you go for this kind of a buy. I'd be worried about karma right here if I was Na'Vi.
Yeah, that's I don't know. I guess they're just thinking this is so wacky that it will work. Nobody would expect this. Sure enough, Flamey spotted him. There was the opening shot for Skadoodle. Annihilates Simple with that AWP, but that's a man advantage now for Cloud9. All of a sudden, these Scar 20s maybe not looking too hot here for Na'Vi if they have to go into a retake situation with an auto sniper. Kind of want to have that M4.
So very risky. Guardian sneaking his way in, but what a flashbang now. He's trapped in the corner. One Molotov and he's in trouble. Maybe not that one. Lands a bit too far up, but he's still trapped in this corner. Needs to find a way out. There's a little bit of a rotation coming his way, but not too much. He's just stuck here for a moment. Skadoodle takes the kill. Stewie as well. 2 more kills for the 3rd overtime to kick in. I did warn them. It's like you can only buy so many P90s unless you're on a female team before things go bad.
Oh no, the shots. Where is it? There it is, the Scar 20 in play. Seized, getting tagged up. He did manage to hit a shot on Shroud, and we'll follow it up with a headshot. And in the meantime, Flamey has swapped out to an AK. On the A site, are they going to expect this man to be playing here? Sure enough, they will, and 2 big kills coming in here for Na'Vi. This could be it. They could be changing it up, but Stewie will bring it back. Cloud9 with the man advantage, and they will close it in the end. Stewie with both kills to take his team into the triple OT. No idea, though, because for a second there, it looks like Na'Vi all of a sudden are back into the fight, 2-2.
Well, the madness continues. We're still on this crazy roller coaster that is Cloud9 versus Na'Vi. Both teams have lost their first games of the day, and now they're just battling to continue and fight. I mean, they won't be out if they lose this one, but you don't want to have your back to the wall.
No, exactly. You do not want to be 0-2 with the kind of firepower that are in these groups right now.
Yeah.
In this group, one big group here in the Swiss system. But Swiss, I mean, I guess it's not one big group because now you're going to start only facing teams that have lost or only facing teams that have won or teams with identical scores to your own. So we start, kind of separating into mini groups. But, well, let's go. Triple overtime, Anders. So wait, so we're at 22-22, so we're looking for 26 now. First team to 26. Will it happen? Wait, no, what? We're at 21-21, my bad. Yeah. Math. 21-21, first to 25.
Shroud with a nice pick off on Seized, and he was carrying one of the auto snipers that they once again had picked up. Na'Vi, that's a massive investment to make in the first round of an overtime, because I mean the money for him is going to be significantly lower in the upcoming rounds. Cost so much money.
This is where you have to wonder. I mean, there's always going to be a hot topic for debate, right? MR5, MR3, $10K, $16K. Having 16 kind of makes you feel like you can pop off and throw some of that money around.
You know, we should throw that question to Freiburg. He actually had a really good solution for how to solve that. Where like you start with 10,000, but you get more of a win bonus or more of a loss bonus. So you get like 3,000 as a loss bonus. That way you can't buy like infinite AWPs, but you won't ever have to go with just pistols. I think I'll let Freiburg explain. He does better. But that actually was I think quite a good suggestion. Because the problem with 16,000 is you can have, especially when Dust 2 is in the rotation, you could have people buying just AWPs. But what an entry from Skadoodle to pick up Guardian. That's now 5 versus 3, and Na'Vi no chance for a retake here. They are wrapping around towards the white holes, but it looks like that's just all for show right now. So it will be Cloud9 winning the first round of the 3rd overtime. Invite your friends, get everyone watching, spread the word that there is a kind of a brutal game going on here. Not sure what Simple was planning, but either way, it was never going to result in a retake, surely.
Again, that could also make you feel a little bit more courageous with your rifles. Knowing that you're going to have the full buy in the next round no matter what means, hey, let's go ahead and take the fight to him. Only issue being, you're only really feeding him stats at that point. We don't, I mean, because of the server reset, we don't actually know what the frags are, guys, so don't worry. We're not into triple overtime with most everybody sitting on 6 frags. They haven't actually just gotten like bomb plants and clean saves every round here.
You know what that means? That means somewhere out there, Peter from HLTV.org has the unhappy job of stitching together all the different rounds to figure out exactly who's done what.
Oh, no. And you're going to want it to get the stats for a match like this.
Oh, for sure. And he will. He's hardworking, so... Guardian with
I don't know when he sleeps.
He doesn't. Not during this, I think. It's interesting. Skadoodle with the one on the other side too. Cloud9. I feel like... I mean, luckily it's the last match of the day for both these teams, but it's so heartbreaking to play 3 overtimes or who knows more and then not win the game, you know? I mean, at least you feel like it's worth it if you won it, but otherwise, like, come on. We could have been at the restaurant. Could have been at the gym, could have been anywhere but here. Fighting. Skadoodle, very defensive, and in fact, all of Cloud9 making sure that they don't give anything away here. They probably are worried that Na'Vi's going to try something mad, which they've done in the past, trying to push, you know, into A main and all that stuff, so.
The patience here, though. This has been a very slow-paced game in some respects. But once again, we're at 45 seconds, and Guardian, yes, will find the shot. On to nothing, jumps right back into the flames, takes a little bit of damage, but he'll be more than happy with that. He's got his team the man advantage now. With 30 seconds left, the pressure is going to start ratcheting up here on Cloud9.
I just got the word that Automatic has 41 kills, so my god, that's a lot. Now they're going to try and make the wrap around. They're a man down and they only have 20 seconds. The bomb is running into B. Guardian gets a kill, but the spray comes in. Shroud and Stewie with a couple of kills of their own. Automatic up at the high ground. It's not going to make it to 42 in this round. And Shroud, he's got the bomb plant and a beautiful headshot, but he's still in a world of trouble down here on the floor of the bomb site. Very hard to come out alive. Flashbang right in his eyes, and there's a guy sneaking in right behind him, and he's not going to turn around. Oh, he will turn around in time. Unbelievable. He was actually there. Simple had the aim right on him, and Shroud still picks it up. Now walking in against Edward. He's finally going to get shut down, but that's just way too fast, man.
That was sick. The reactions there for Shroud. Everybody is stepping up here for Cloud9. I love to see it. By the way, Tabson called. So he said to tell Automatic real quick. Oh yeah, by the way, 40 frags. I dropped those in regulation. Not triple OT. Still, what a shot from Shroud. Not able to pull it off. All of these clutch situations, you know, have really been what has kept Na'Vi in this fight. Cloud9 keep managing to get into these 1v1s, 1vx's. But both teams are managing to find their clutches. And in this case, it's Na'Vi. And, well, already, Ladislav, Guardian, starting off strong, but there's the trade. Nothing. Managing to get revenge for his fallen teammate.
Does go down with a bomb as well. Automatic trying to force the issue a bit. He has to because they've committed to this fight. Shroud, 6 health on him, and actually Simple pushing through and getting the kill that leaves Skadoodle with no chance at all. And now it's looking very good for Cloud9. Oh, sorry, for Na'Vi once again. They need 2 more rounds here, and they're going to be able to do it.
2 more rounds.
Yeah. Well, we've got the score down there, 23-22. Someone's keeping everything right on level.
Thanks, Moses. It's true. It's true. I still remember, like it's yesterday, Fifth, his reaction to seeing the caster schedule. First time he casted a turn, he was like, "What?" Freiberg, welcome. You don't get to sit in your hotel room all day. Welcome to the caster life.
Yeah, it's certainly interesting. Some days are longer than others, but luckily we're in good company. The camaraderie is at an all-time high in the green room, I'm sure, so everything's being taken care of.
Yeah, pretty sure Yanko is not plotting my murder. But,
yeah, but I wouldn't take it personally. He frequently wants to kill most of us. So
exactly. It's just how it goes. First to 7 is what we're looking for here. Na'Vi 2 rounds away from a best-of-1 win versus Cloud9.
It's pouring out. Looks like Na'Vi had a fairly quick execute in mind. At least maybe, I think maybe Flamey wanted to get out behind that, but he really couldn't. There were so many counter grenades coming out. So now they've slowed down the pace a lot. They've brought the bomb back as well. Instead, it's Simple who's managed to make his way out, going for the AK spray, and that's just a lot of damage. Automatic goes down as well. Cloud9, they got to hold on to this. Flamey's picked up 1 on nothing, and finally they get the refrag there from Skadoodle, but Guardian has got such a good angle here on top of the smoke. The bomb, though, is making its way back, it looks like, down to Pop Dog and towards the A site. And look at Skadoodle. He somehow realized that this is what's happening, and a great flick to take down Seized. They need that bomb plant, but Skadoodle's covering a really important line here. The bomb is being put down, but Skadoodle takes down Guardian as well. He is so tuned into what he's doing right now. This is wonderful to watch. Edward and Flamey now has to hold on to the bomb. They don't want to give this one back to Cloud9. Otherwise, who knows what could happen. Could be even more overtime ineffective. Everything spirals out of control here. It's ticking, and it's been ticking for a while. Flamey, no chance. He's going to go down. And now Edward in a 1-on-3. Bomb in front of him. They do have kits on every single player in. Stewie to pick it up. Skadoodle. I mean, this is an absolute miracle. It's been a really long time since we've seen him play like this. But he's doing it round for round every time it matters.
Yeah, you can see, I mean, we've had to reset the scores, but Scott already back up into double digits here, joined by Simple on the other team. 12 kills for Scott, and a lot of those high impact. Obviously, when it's all full buy rounds, hard to have the low impact frags. There's no saving going on here. 5-5. 2 rounds left in this second half of the triple overtime. And we're looking for the first team to 7. Guardian getting a bit toasty, looking very main, just hoping that Scott will step into his crossfire, but to his crosshairs rather, but it's not going to happen. Forced to back off, and it's Flamey taking a tremendous amount of damage.
From the flames, ironically. Still plenty of time left. Shoulder peek. Skadoodle alert to the idea. Counter grenade coming out just to try and buy some more time, but yeah, sticking around probably is not worth it in that particular point in time. Just fall back. You've already bought quite a bit of time just by showing yourself and causing a bit of a distraction here. So is it going to be the A crunch though? It seems like the most likely avenue of attack right now if you're on the Na'Vi team.
Yeah.
Cloud9 are holding quite far back, so if they throw the right smokes, they might be able to get a bomb plant without too much of a fight. Then they just need the after plant.
Yeah, Automatic not really going that aggressive in this half of CT. He's kind of taking it a little bit more calmly when before we've seen him kind of charge A main through the smoke behind a flash. No problems at all. But now, will he be able to find a shot? He's got Shroud backing him up on the site itself, and they're just going in dry, Anders.
He's out here before the smokes even land. That's so brutal. Cloud9 very hard to read in that situation. A brilliant kill from nothing. That's very important, but he only survives for the second after the Shroud goes down as well. Edward picking up that one, and A lot of fire on Stewie. He's going to be going down, and that's the round here, or at least the round for Na'Vi. Currently up to 24 rounds. They need one more to take it in triple overtime. Otherwise, who knows what will happen. Quad overtime is definitely still a possibility. Cloud9 do have the money, but that was like the wall of smokes, which is such a common strat. If you're Cloud9, you see the grenades and you're thinking, oh, look at they're doing the casual A execute, and then as you're saying that, Seized is right on the bomb side, like already shooting at you. That's very hard to deal with.
Yeah, super clever from Seized with the change of timing. Paid off perfectly, and that was a very clean round for Na'Vi, 4 players surviving. Not that it really matters with all the money, but still. Maybe a little bit more mental pressure here on Cloud9 because now they have their backs to the wall. It's not Na'Vi who are battling for another round of overtime. They're battling for the map. Now it's the question of whether Cloud9 can stay alive in this match. Plenty of time here for Na'Vi. And because of the aggression in the last round, it looks like they're kind of taking it a little bit more calmly, clearing out brown halls.
They have an aggressive push by Ivy. I'm wondering how long they're going to... Oh, wow.
Nice nade.
That's worth so much. When you're on the CT side, if you can get that kind of grenade in, then suddenly the spray battle between the M4 and the AK is so much more even. Very interesting. Guardian up on the train looking for an opening. A lot of zooming going on. Got to be careful that no one is close by to hear it, otherwise that will give the game away. Counter grenades coming out. 40 seconds. There's actually a lot of grenades still on Cloud9. 2 Molotovs that they could use to buy time here, and that might become a bit of an issue for Na'Vi as they're down to 35 seconds. Nothing. Takes 1 frag and nearly a second on Simple, but he's going to get shut down. 30 seconds now. Na'Vi, is it going to be quad overtime, or are they finally going to be able to bring this one home? Shroud has picked up a kill on Simple, so it's still a 3 versus 4. Cloud9 with the lead. The bomb being planted by Flamey, and no one there to stop him either. Simple now trying to fall back. Skadoodle actually catching Edward, who was pushing in. And now it's a 1-on-4. It seems like quad overtime is where we're going. Unless Flamey can clutch this 1 versus 4. He's already picked up 1 kill with the AK. And a second one coming in, taking Skadoodle out. They've got no more grenades. They can't give it off here. It's going to be a headshot instead. Shroud with the kill, saving Cloud9. Quadruple overtime. Let's go.
Let's go, Anders. Let's go. Why not? This is getting a bit, just a bit, out of hand. Incredible that both of these teams are so terribly close together.
Oh, you gotta love this because one of these two teams, both could, but I mean, these are teams that can make it quite far into this tournament.
Yeah.
So it becomes, you know, part of the storyline, as we like to talk so much about. That, you know, right now they're having the fight of their lives here on LAN. One of the biggest tournaments in Counter-Strike, and currently just an absolute struggle for both teams. And now, imagine being an in-game leader at this point. You've played so many rounds on the same map. You have maybe no clear vision of exactly what works and what doesn't. So now, I don't know, they have to dig very deep to make this one work. A lot of grenades raining in towards the A side, and Edward moving a bit closer to automatic here. One big opening is all they need.
Sick setup here because he should be able to spot him up, but somehow he makes it past because obviously Automatic is dead. 2 kills quick in succession here for Na'Vi to open up this A site, and nothing, trying to do the best that he can. It's not going to be good enough this time around. A 2-man advantage now for Na'Vi. Both remaining players for Cloud9 on the A site, and Stewie still alive with that AWP, finds a pick. Not going to get the follow-up though. Guardian is there to end him, and it's a Shroud 1v3 battle that we'll be looking forward to here in just a second. Na'Vi definitely slowing down the pace just a little bit.
Absolute veteran play from Seized right now. He just did something very smart. Shroud is in a lot of trouble, especially as soon as he fires the gun. That pretty much gives it up. He needed like the instant headshot there because now he has to make it out against a sort of 3-way crossfire, and he's going to get shot down by Seized. The beautiful thing is the fact that Seized actually 10 seconds earlier from when he planted, he could have planted as well, but he wouldn't have had the same coverage. There would have been a chance that Shroud could have made a jump out onto the train and just killed him or something.
Sure.
Instead, he moved up to plant at the furthest corner, and he had his teammate walk in from the train to cover him as well. It's a little detail like that in overtime that actually makes a big difference, giving no chance for Shroud to stop that bomb from going down. You could very clearly see that there was real thought behind that. Well done.
Well, when you actually have time to play with and get the bomb plant, there is a little bit of a difference. It allows for some of the niceties. And instead, it's just going to be so much damage and just a straight up fight versus Automatic, who gets caught sleeping by Edward. Man advantage now for Na'Vi going onto the site. Nothing, right through the edge. He doesn't see him. Sometimes the smoke can be a little bit different for the players from what we see, and that just played into Na'Vi's hands so well.
Is this turned into some sort of Counter-Strike comedy? Did you just outline him with the M4 right in front of him? You're right, it obviously looked different on his monitor, but that's still completely ridiculous. Flamey to pick up the last kill there, and I don't know where the hell this is going. 2 rounds for Na'Vi in the 4th overtime. They just need 2 more. We'll see if they can pick up even another one here on the T side.
Yeah, that's the thing. We're looking for the first to 10 here. And well, for Na'Vi, things have worked out so well for them. And it's looking like it's going to be rinse and repeat. Straight out onto A once again. Nice anti-flash there. Perfectly done there from Cloud9 to try and stumble him. They're just going to go ahead and cancel out those Molotovs. Na'Vi want to keep the pressure up. Keep it mounting. 4 players here on the A side for Cloud9, although they are kind of rotating back towards B, and that might cost them nothing. However, will find Flamey. There's the first kill. Na'Vi rotating back, but Edward lurking. Will catch nothing.
And he gets back into main. That's quite important. Now, jump down from Guardian, and Stewie will have heard that. He must have heard the scoping as well. Guardian instant frag there on Stewie with the bomb plant as well. 3 on 3, and Cloud9 no point in saving this last round of this half of overtime at least. Automatic gets a kill on Edward, so suddenly Na'Vi, they had the control, but they've lost it a little bit, and they're playing disjointedly. They can't actually refrag each other. If they go down here, there's not going to be any chance to get a refrag. And my God, Skadoodle taking down Ceased, a random guess for the smoke, and that's all he needed. Guardian missing a flicker, turning right back in, and he's going to be going down. Cloud9 to pick up the last round of this half of overtime and make it, well, is it 8-7, but that's not quite true.
Yeah. Whatever, dude.
We've got more rounds on the board than that.
It's 8-7 as far as I'm concerned at this point. We're not going to try and do the maths.
26-25, I think. Wait, I might have the math right.
Wait, no, it was 24-24 at the end. Yeah, so
yeah,
it was 26-25.
See?
Boom!
The master of mathematics.
Let's go, high five. Yeah. You deserve it.
Got it going on.
That was some high-pressure math, but that was also some high-pressure CS. The fact that somehow Scott threw the smoke on, I mean, that's just luck, right? But the intuition, being there.
It's a really good guess. It's so important that he gets that kill, because imagine if they try and retake and then he's behind them in the smoke. It's no good.
Yeah, it would have been a sad time. It would have been a sad time.
3 rounds in a row here for Cloud9, and they win it in quadruple overtime. If not, Na'Vi just need 2 more, and they get to do it. And they certainly have the equipment. This time they have not really wasted anything in the investment here. They've got 2 AWPs, and again the auto sniper and the flick from Simple. That has to be a kill every single time.
Yeah, some restraint on the part of Na'Vi here. I'm impressed. They could have gone 1 up even further, right? Double op, double auto sniper. More scopes equal better, because then Flamey goes for the AUG, or Edward goes for the AUG, and then you're just, we full COD. But no, it wasn't meant to be.
Push into main here. I love seeing this. Automatic is well aware that that could be what's going on, but it just makes everything a bit more informed for Na'Vi. They've got a bit more of an idea what's going on. Now here's the question. How much are they going to invest into retaking main? Are they going to flash their way through or just walk right in? Or shoulder peek. Now Edwards in a lot of trouble. The crouch peek in front from nothing. That was very smart from Automatic. He's actually the one that sort of forced that fight in that particular way.
Second flick missed by Simple, though.
Yeah.
It's a little frustrating for him. He's had a couple chances. Now it's up to his teammates to make the difference, and while they're doing a pretty good job over on the A site, managing to trade. Only a man advantage here for Cloud9. It's not quite in position to get this bomb plant either. There's 17 seconds left on this clock. Skadoodle's going to have to hop, but he gets caught in the open, and there's the kill. Simple showing up 1v2. Can he make it happen here for his team?
He's got the kill. There's only 6 seconds now. Nothing. Can he charge him down? 4 seconds, and he jumps right up and picks it up. Nothing now, tying up the scoreline at 26-26. This game just keeps on giving. If Simple jumps back around the actual carriage, then it's maybe done, because he just runs out of time. Nothing. That could have been very strange.
But some great snap decision there from Nothing. Rather than going for the bomb plan, he would have to stick it. Otherwise, that's it. He's dead. It'd be too obvious to fake it. All of the different little trees, you know, the branches off the trees there of decision making. And nothing just decides, you know what? It's time for a fight. Simple. Let's go. 8-8. Still possible for either team to actually win this here. We're not battling for overtime just yet, for another round of overtime just yet. But seized, managing to roast nothing, and 2 big kills here for Na'Vi. Things aren't looking up here in this round for Cloud9.
Nope, not at all. Simple continuing his wrath on that bomb site, and it looked like Cloud9 were trying to walk in on opposite sides of the map and just hoping for, you know, a no-signal sort of opening frag where someone could do that.
Chaos.
Yeah, it looks really bad when it doesn't work, and if it does work, then you know, we might be calling them geniuses. So I don't know about that. Like, this is what I'm talking about. When you've been playing this many rounds, like even just the first 30 rounds can be kind of difficult to hold in your head as a leader, which is why there are one of the reasons why there's so few good in-game leaders. You play 4 overtimes, it really starts to wear on you heavily. So Na'Vi a single round away from winning. Cloud9 need 2 rounds now to push it into 5 overtimes.
Let's go. Is Cloud9 automatic in his favorite spot? Na'Vi not looking to punish it just yet. But they have shown in regulation, at least, that they were willing and able. Simple just checking some angles, being thorough fairly early on in this round. And he was in position to actually punish it as well. I do like that from him. But a very passive hold so far. Although Guardian is under a little bit of pressure here. He's going to set up the flash. Got a teammate there as well. What are they going to be looking to do here? The boost.
See, the problem with that boost is he's not crouched because, you know, that's what he wants to. You're actually against the top of the ceiling there, so you get weirdly stuck. That can be a real issue. It's not immediately obvious that that's what's happening, but you actually can't stand up when you're in that position.
Dude, this is so crazy, though. Like, what? How passive both of these teams are playing, in fact. Na'Vi haven't shown anything. Neither have Cloud9. 30 seconds left. Still a decent nade count, and this is going to be the moment, and nothing's going to get shot in the side of the head.
No, he turned around. What a read coming out. 20 seconds left. Nothing. Where is it coming from? I don't even know. Studio will get the kill on Seized, and now they're in the bomb site with just 14 seconds, and now we've got to be wondering, come on, not 5 overtimes. Let's just close this one out. The bomb is planted. It's a 3-on-3. Molotov goes out long range there, and that's a huge problem. 2 of the people, they're stuck and connected. They're trying to jump through. Skadoodle still covering the fire. Picks up 1 more kill. Skadoodle is a hero in this game, and Guardian going to try and see if he can fight him. It's too late. There is no chance to retake this with an AWP. It will for sure be 5 overtimes. Skadoodle picking up 3 kills. An absolute celebration here. 5 overtimes. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go to a real quick break because I think the players need it as well. We'll be right back, so stay tuned. Invite all your friends. This is one hell of a game. Don't go anywhere.
close to harmony. When the world is sound asleep, something's gonna bring the change. Journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of space, calling us to fly away. Don't you
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is what you've been waiting for, the 5th overtime in effect here between Cloud9 and Na'Vi. It's still day one of ESL 1 Cologne 2017, and, you know, we're in Cologne, so we're kind of expecting the matches to be this kind of a quality, but it's absolutely unbelievable. All the players, both the teams, are being worn very thin by this kind of a stretch match. I mean, we are talking almost 2 full games here. It's not quite there yet. But if they go the full distance to 5th overtime here, then it's quite a lot.
It's 27-27,
Yeah.
Anders. I mean, that's unreal. They're like, oh, you mean we don't get to play best of 3s? Well, that's all right. We'll just make it last as long as a best of 3, this one best of 1. Because these guys are just showing nerves of steel, just cables. They have...
Fallen's loving it as well.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, right now, neither one refuses to crack, and that's a thing of beauty. I'm just worried a little bit about the break. You know, I'm like, don't take the break too long here. You still need to be dialed in. Because you might get a little, you might let not the nerves get to you, but you might lose the focus a little bit if you take too long of a pause at this point.
Yeah, when we get back to the desk, assuming this ever finishes, I would love to hear you know, both the analysts maybe talk a little bit about the kind of strain that it puts on you. I think specifically from an in-game leader point of view. I mean, luckily they have coaches with them, so they've got someone to back and forth with a bit, but. The real issue is that, you know, you just run out of ideas, right? Like, you've tried so many things. Yeah. Then you have to sort of, like, imagine, okay, first of all, it's impossible, obviously, to keep a catalog of all the rounds right now and exactly how they've played out. But you obviously have some sort of gut feeling, like, where's their weak point? What are they doing wrong? What can we exploit and everything? But that's so much information to compile in your mind and then, you know, keep sort of refreshing it, reinventing it. Not finding the same timings all the time, that's another problem, right? Is you fall into a routine where you keep throwing the same flashbangs and smokes at set timings.
Yeah.
And that's just no good, because if they pick up on it, you've doomed yourself to lose that round, essentially. So, yeah, what a tough game this is. Absolutely incredible. And, yeah, they're fighting not to go 0-2. Both the teams have lost a game already.
We're getting it all here, Anders. It's not only in the set strategies, it's also in these players' abilities to just stay focused and come up with big plays. Ska, I mean, how many 1vx's has he pulled off now at this point? Stewie, Automatic, everybody is managing to have this crazy impact in all of these key rounds for both teams.
He's pulled a Star Wars shutout. I was wondering if he was a Jedi for a moment in that game, because, my God, he clutched a lot of rounds.
Ska's got all the shirts, man. He had a Mad Max Fury Road shirt yesterday. I was pretty happy about that.
You were. I know you love that.
Hey.
I don't know if he's been spraying any chrome into his mouth yet, but we're about that time.
We're certainly witnessing him. I mean, there's no doubt there. They're going to have to call to the bullet farm pretty soon here if they're actually going to be able to keep this up. They got to be running low on ammo.
They are setting up on either side. Need to obviously get every player in. It probably was a good idea to call for a break here, just because of how long they'd kept going, right? Just in case someone needed to run to the bathroom or something similar as to that. Stewie found most of his kills after the first half, in regulation, that is. All right. Yeah, well, I can buy that. Stewie was a bit of a slow starter on this particular map, but he certainly has made up for it since.
Well, he knows how to make the pleasure last.
It's important, very important skill. Yeah.
Oh God, no.
You messed up your PC?
No, it's not.
It's too bad.
Jesus, hold on, let's see.
Oh, it looks like they are almost all in place and ready to go. We've got to hope so. And Na'Vi being put to the test here. They were off to a good start. If we remember back in regulation, they had 9 rounds on the T side. That was the beginning of the game. 9-6, I think it finished in favor of Na'Vi when they were on the T side. So that's a good start, you know. Like that, right then you're feeling comfortable. And it even looked like they would almost close it out in regulation. In fact, there was Cloud9 that had to fight their way back, and then suddenly it was very close towards the end. And obviously here we are, almost ready with the 5 overtime. So
I actually kind of like that idea.
what?
Simple, just calling for a new game.
Saying just scrap this one and go
He's
to
like,
a different map.
Well, we've nearly played, 2 maps already. So let's just say it's a tie, and we go into a new game to settle the whole thing.
You know, there used to be
Actually,
a CPL rule that if you played, I can't remember if it was more than 3 overtimes, then you had to play the next one on a new map. So get wrecked. Can you imagine how utterly mad that would be?
There are a few rules. I mean, the fact that entire tournaments used to be best of 1 as well is still kind of crazy to me. Also, that you didn't get to pick your map. That it was like, this row is this map. You're playing train, and then next round you're playing nuke. Better hope that your opponent doesn't like to play nuke, or isn't like a god on nuke.
Also, that there was a point in time when I've played in tournaments where you played MR12 instead of MR15, which is so mind-bending. It would be interesting if someone did it just for one tournament, because the whole game bends in a different direction once you have MR12. Like, for one thing, the weight of the pistol rounds becomes absolutely grotesque. Like, you just win 2 pistol rounds, there's no more game left, that's it, So it's kind of interesting. Yeah, 27-27, and we are just waiting for the players. Patiently waiting, but, it's all about them, so we'll give them the room here to set up to play the 5th overtime. Definitely exciting. Also, thanks to everyone on Twitter and social media and wherever else you are, shouting in. I saw a bunch of people in the break saying this was a great game and they were enjoying themselves. We definitely want that. And we have 2 more games coming up after this one, so you should not be going anywhere if you're having a good time. For sure, it's only going to get better. The last 2 games are going to be covered by Sadekist and Henry. They're still in the building, still having a good time, and I'm sure they're taking the time to get warmed up to close out the evening. So definitely want to stick around for that.
They're here.
Al was saying, listen, can they just move on? I want to play too.
I mean, seriously, you got Nip still coming up as well later. And that's those guys have been waiting. I mean, imagine you have the last game of the day here.
NIP.
Buddy.
I'm interested in Nip at this tournament. Obviously, Rez was looking beyond good in that game. Like, he was so lethal. But the rest of NIP were looking improved too. That's what you always sort of look for, right?
Has there been enough of a change? Yeah,
Get Right was looking, I think, much improved. I met him yesterday in the elevator for just a quick hi, but he seemed like he was in a really good mood. So I'm excited about that. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. No more talk. We're into it. The 5th overtime here in this supposedly best of 1 between Na'Vi and Cloud9. Welcome to the show here, ESL 1 Cologne 2017. We've got double up on the Cloud9 side and double up on the Na'Vi side, so a change for sure here for Cloud9, and it pays off. Stewie to pick off the kill, but what a boost from Flamey. I can't believe what we just saw. That's so incredibly kinky, taking that return kill. Shroud goes down to seized. Now it's 3 versus 4. I am shocked.
The adrenaline dump right there. The pump. You're just like, yes, we've got it. The man, the opening, and then you get robbed flat out.
The thing is, when you die when you're Stewie, you don't even know how that happened.
Yeah.
Because the only way they can reach you really is if they're all the way in the back of the hallway, and he just killed someone there. So he's like, I'm home safe. What's happened? It's the boost. That's amazing. Like, when we get the replay at some point from their point of view, it's going to be interesting. Oh, okay. Nothing, taking a kill on Flamey, bringing it back into 3-on-3.
All right, nothing. That was quick. That was clean. He's going to be able to spot the extra man who's already out on the site. And yes, he will! Edward, you were supposed to be the man to make the difference here. Instead, it's nothing. Doing big work here for Cloud9. Guardian is close. Does he know how low on HP Nothing is? Doesn't really matter with Guardian. He'll still get the shot with the AWP. 2-on-2. And now that bomb needs to make its way towards the B site instead of A. Why not?
Yep, that's one part. Oh, automatic. He couldn't have known, but if he had gone back and Molotov towards Connector instead, that would have maybe increased his chances. Now, waiting in an off angle, Guardian has spotted it, and Guardian to pick up 3 quick frags in the round and win it for his team here. First round in the 5th overtime, coming in favor of them.
I mean, this is figuring out who actually benefited from that break the most, almost. Nothing. He was looking pretty snappy there. So maybe, getting a chance to use the restroom, let some pressure off. There's too much pressure, Anders. If you can relieve pressure somewhere, you should do it. That's the thing in this sort of situation.
I could not agree more.
But a tough break there for Cloud9. The fact that they were still able to get that bomb planted, and now, okay. It is going to be Skadoodle setting up an A main once again. Massive nade onto him. Automatic and Ska both taking shrapnel to the face. Nothing, though, is ready for the aggression from Ali. Is this actually going to pay off for him or not? He's alone in this.
He's just seen the pigeons fly away, so Flamey going to be getting the kill on him. Nothing, not expecting them to push out that far. He was obviously calling in for backup and hoping that he could set up the great flashbang now. With Stewie going down to Simple as well. It's a 2-on-4. Na'Vi looking on point here to take the second round of the 5th overtime. Bomb is dropped as well. There's plenty of time for Automatic, but he has to win a 1 versus 3. It is a slight problem.
Yeah, this is scary now for Cloud9 as well, because these rounds are getting, they're quicker and they're more decisive in favor of Na'Vi. More people surviving for Na'Vi. Kills are brutal. They're getting pushed from all over the place, Cloud9. They might be feeling like this is starting to slip out of their fingers, and that won't do. But, you know, we are in the 5th round of overtime. This, we've had closer situations than this so far. 2-0 lead, and Cloud9 will still have the money to buy 16,000 money in this overtime.
What a game. But it does seem like Na'Vi have got a better start after the break, and if they can win the next round here too, then things get really interesting, because then they've got, you know, 3 rounds on the T side to just pick up a single one. That sounds manageable, though by no means set in stone. This time Cloud9 increasing the pace rapidly, going for the quick A push, and enormous amount of Molotovs being rained out as well. Shroud picking up a frag. Nice shot coming out of Simple, though. That's going to help them a bit. He misses the next one, but it is still a 3-on-3 with the bomb gone down. There's a flank coming in as one. Pop Dog seized. This could be the big play coming out. And Cloud9, are they realizing just yet? It seems like they're very focused on that C connector. There's the opening with a flashbang in from a teammate. Very good job from Seized.
So close, so close. They're still alive in A main, and there's still a chance here for Nothing to bring it back. Seized is doing a fantastic job of staying alive, and Automatic and Nothing finding both big kills. It's all on Simple now. 20 HP left with him in a 1v2, an impossible situation on A-site train. There are so many places for Cloud9 to hide. He just needs to try and fake it and hope to catch somebody in the open, and it's not going to happen. No. The time is running out, and sure enough, Nothing will find the shot. It's just not possible to get a clean 3 rounds for either of these teams, Anders. It's almost as if it's written in the rules in the sky. It has to be 2-1 each half.
And that brings it, once again, just a bit closer here between the 2 teams. No one willing to let go. I like the change of pace from Cloud9, though. That was well called for. And the fact that they didn't get shut down by that flank from Siege is also very important. So we'll see how it all unfolds here coming into the second half of the 5th overtime. Scoreline currently 29-28.
Color me impressed.
Yeah.
That these guys are still able to hit shots like this.
Yeah. First team to 31 rounds is going to be the winner now. That's the magic number.
I'm just going off the numbers that we have at the top now, right? We're looking for the first to 4. We're looking for the first to 4.
We've gone past the point in time where the numbers have gone too high for Semler to keep up.
Yeah, no. There's no need. Well, particularly because anybody tuning in right now, you know, they're just looking at the top. They're not, oh yes. Absolute 41 frags. Where did he get that number from?
Yeah, but they shouldn't be. They should be worried about the fact that we're encroaching on the 60-round mark in a best of 1. Edward trying to see if he could get the flank in there on Nothing, who was actually quite far pushed up. They line up for Shroud, though, and that's a big double killer return. Guardian and Flamey out of the round, and now it's just Simple and Seized left. The bomb has been abandoned in main, and Shroud definitely has been playing a great game so far. I really feel like Shroud's been improving a lot lately. Long range spray.
Why are you doing that way, man?
Simple. Yeah, I realize I'm just causing a bit of a curse here, but still should be all right. 1 versus 3 for Simple, and with 15 health and no bomb, and he's about to get shot in the back as well. Doesn't help either. Stewie will pick it up.
It's almost as if it's a rule that Simple, if he's alive in these 1vx situations, he only needs to have 20 HP. It's like CSGO has to make the game harder for him. Because if he goes in with full...
does balance it out, yeah, you're right.
This is still anybody's match, it feels like, right now. Both of these teams so close in skill, 2-2. And, well, it's always possible to get a 6th round of overtime. Why not?
Listen, I'm in now. I've tuned in. I'm ready for this. Let's go the full distance. 1 grenade. Some very good shots raining in fact, nothing. Knocking down the Flamey and Simple tower that was being built inside of main. He actually knocked out Flamey first. And then Simple was like, I've got no shoulders to stand on any longer. What? Oh, I'm dead too. That's such a real shame.
At least he didn't have to wonder too long, you know?
No, it's true.
Nothing is very kind that way. Merciful soul.
5 versus 3. Cloud9 about to take the 30th round for themselves. Let's see if they can actually do that. Wouldn't quite win it for them, but it'd be damn close. Edward almost with a great opening. Nothing could really see a damn thing there. But 2 versus 5, I doubt it. Seriously doubt it.
The reverse collapse, could it be possible? That would be unbelievable. And Navi, what a way. I mean, it's already going to be, huge, huge happiness for the team that wins, but a crushing loss. With no chance to redeem yourself until tomorrow. And also with your tournament life on the line. These two teams are 0-1. If you lose this, you're 0-2, and already the shot, another one from Nothing, who continues to deliver a quad kill for him in this round. And that's match point for Cloud9.
I hope the analysts are going to make references to specific rounds. Like, the 49th round was very good. I really enjoyed that execution.
No, it was the 57th. Like, this is going to be a bit, there's a whole lot to hold on. There's a whole lot to hold on to here in your head.
And we've made it past the MLG Columbus game, that Mouse versus Flipside. That was 59 rounds. This is the 60th round that we're playing now. So, yeah, welcome to the show. At least we are making, you're getting your money's worth, I suppose, is what we're saying here in the best of 1.
Yeah.
Now the equivalent of playing 2 full games.
And when you know, the content is free to boot,
yes.
You really are winning.
Everybody's winning. Except for one of these teams, apparently. Grenade doing absolutely insignificant damage to Shroud. We'll see what can happen here. Very common setup for Cloud9, except I do like the fact that they're close to the E-box there. Yeah, this is good stuff. I like this crossfire setup.
There's going to be a lot of pressure coming in towards Ali in a few moments' time. Edward and Guardian looks like they're gearing up. Simple as well. Ska is close connector. He'll be able to rotate over fairly quickly, but there's the smoke that blooms off to cut off Shroud from his teammates and from that A site. And this is it. There's very little time left. 40 seconds, and it has to begin. The push for Na'Vi onto this A site. Can they keep alive another half of overtime?
Oh, this boost again, but this time from the T side. Flamey taking down Shroud. 4 more kills for the 6th overtime to be put into play. Nothing, oh, sorry, automatic is out as well. It's now a 3-on-4, and they get that bomb plant down. Only 19 seconds. There's Simple taking out Nothing. 2 more kills, and they will extend this series a bit longer. Trying to shoot over Skadoodle. He nearly does it. It's possible to do it, but instead, it's 6 overtime. Look at the player reactions as well. Unbelievable. What are we witnessing?
A circus is what we're witnessing right now, Anders. I mean, both teams, they keep getting up to match point, and then they just can't hit a shot anymore. Then it's the other team who hits all the shots. And this is just eternal. They are riding eternal. 3-3. Well, no, not 3-3, I guess, but 3-3 as far as our scoreline is concerned. And both teams readying up. The frustration there evident.
30 for 30.
For automatic. Yeah, 30 for 30. We'll put it that way.
This is quite the game. This doesn't happen every day in Counter-Strike. We've had a few historic matches that have gone really, really far.
Yeah, the 3.5-hour long one. Or was it 3.5 or 2.5?
There are some records out there that I think are still to be broken in that sense, but
yeah, that was over at PGL, I believe.
It's getting to the point right now where it's certainly a bit stressful. This is where you're sort of thankful that it's not a best of 3, because for the players playing, that's a nightmare, you know, like. And especially if you lose, like, imagine, again, we talked about this earlier, but the devastation of losing a game like this. You go back to your hotel room, feel completely empty inside, that, you know, because at this point, any one player has, you know, 10 different rounds where they feel like they could have won it. Like, oh, if I just done that, I could have clutched at that time, then we'd be winning, right?
Yeah.
So you've got all that in your head. For falling back.
How does Young Stu not get the follow-up kill there?
Skadoodle ends up going down as well, and now it's Nothing in Shroud, and not a chance for Nothing to sneak his way in. Instead, Shroud in a 1-on-3 gets a headshot on Flamey. That should not be enough to spark any kind of a retake here. I mean, all they have to do is not fight him, and they'll fight him and win. That's good news, but not fighting him would have been just as good, maybe even better. That's it.
All right. So a round lead now for Navi.
Sixth overtime. Got to keep the...
Yeah, 31 to 30. The score for Navi, 4-3. And so we are looking for at least 34. What you can see on your screen. Yeah, obviously 34, but here it'll be 7, right, for Navi if they are to take this. 7 for either team. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. This is wild, Anders.
Navi winning the first run in the 6th overtime. Seized. He saw a player. He doesn't really realize where he went. Couldn't find Nothing. That might have been just a bit of good luck for Nothing there. Automatic will take down Seized, who wanted to keep pushing the issue. And if he could have got the kill out there, imagine the hit they could have had on the B bomb side. Now they're being flanked, and they didn't check the bomb side properly. Stewie picking up 2 easy kills, and that should be everything they needed. Another one comes in from Young Stu, and he swaps out for the AWP as well. Guardian will take one shot, a second one too, but still just so much on this bomb site to be done. He actually gets the 3rd one in. Godlike play coming out of Guardian. He's still got 55 seconds. The flank is in, though. Any second now, he's going to get shot in the back. I'm not sure if he's realizing, but Nothing is right behind him. He's actually going to turn the corner. He's looking all over the place, and now he's made the noise as well, so they definitely should know. And there's Shroud taking him down, so big 1v5 for Guardian, but that's a bit much to ask.
But it is. I mean, look at this from Stewie, the triple. The 3rd one, though, that is nuts. How he manages to pull that off all of a sudden. Surprise!
Did he get leg chop from Simple as well, I think? Or was it Guardian on the other side? I'm not even sure.
I just, you just believe when Guardian starts hitting shots like that, you have certain players out there, it's like, right, now this is going to happen. But Cloud9 played it perfectly. They backed off. They didn't give him the chance to be the hero that time. 4-4. And this time, well, Guardian just continues. Another kill for him. Another one.
It's the big opening. Flamey goes down. Simple next in line. Great double kill from Automatic, and Nothing somehow has picked up an AWP, and he actually got a kill as well. That was on Simple, which leaves Edward 1 versus 3. Long range tapping, gets a headshot on Shroud. Almost like he offered himself up for that now. Still a 1 versus 2 here, and there's so much time, and Edward, oh, he would love it if he could make it a 1v1 due to just a bit of aggressive play coming out. Instead, sneaking up right there, Stewie waiting on the other side. That's quite a smart play. The bomb is out there, so they know Edward has to show himself eventually.
Exactly right. It's just going to be the longest game of hide-and-go-seek. The most patient. Well, the smoke goes on. This might be it. Sure enough.
What?
For a split second there, I thought they'd actually lined up. I didn't see where Nothing was. Okay.
It's the fact that Stewie's got his back turned, walking out like that is incredibly risky. I can't believe this. Down to 33 seconds. The bomb is still not being picked up. He wants to know where Nothing is. And Edward, this is the right play. He actually has to figure out where it is. Imagine trying to plant the bomb, having no idea where the last player is holding. Down to 20 seconds. He hasn't discovered him just yet, and Nothing has fallen all the way back to C Connector instead. There's the headshot! Oh my god! Edward, what are you doing?
What a beast.
1 versus 3. Incredible patience here from one of the most veteran players that we have in the scene, and this is what he shows us.
Looks like we'll get a little bit of that again here. But yeah, this is just very clean work. 5-4, another half of overtime over.
Quad kill from Edward.
And done with. And that's really what this is all about. It's like everybody's just getting their chance. Everybody, you know, it's almost like you got to go down the line. Everybody gets their chance to have that big round. We have had so many rounds now between both of these teams. And that time it was Edward's chance to shine. 5-4, Navi 2 rounds away. 2 rounds away.
Just 2 rounds.
Just 2. And this, it's not even like, oh, and they're into the top 8. No, no, no. Just to stay alive in the groups. Both of these teams are 0-1. So you desperately do not want to be 0-2 going into tomorrow's groups, where the fight is going to be fierce.
some grenade damage there on Skadoodle. Has to fall back from the Molotov as well. Actually taking maybe more damage than he needed to, but such is life. Very tight defense here from Na'Vi. They've got yeah, a bit drawn back on the A-bomb side, except for one player holding close to E-box, and then one person on B. So Na'Vi, 2 more rounds. Or 7 overtimes, maybe?
7 overtimes. It's unreal that this is actually happening, Anders. Well, let's see. Because Cloud9, they've stepped up damn near every time since. Or rather, the team that has been playing from behind. And sure enough, Guardian not going to connect this time, but somehow threads the needle, gets out. Barely intact, but he's still alive. And Edward with the perfect flank, and he fails to get the spray.
So intense. That could have been instantly the round right then and there. Seized has picked up a kill on Shroud as well. And now with 33 seconds, they're starting to make their way onto the site. Nice shot taking down Skadoodle there. Simple making it happen. And Guardian also find a kill. Now Automatic, he's right in the middle of them, but how does he get out alive? 20 seconds, they're coming in from every angle, and he goes down to Guardian. No chance at all. One more round for Na'Vi, and they're going to take this away in 6 overtimes. Definitely just an absolutely energy-consuming game here. Maybe that could have worked out, but Na'Vi managed to take it away.
2 match points.
Auto Sniper's back in play.
Because why not? Double auto sniper, Flamey?
Why not?
You're trying to finish the game, not give them a chance to take it to 7 overtimes.
Good aggressive Molotov coming out there from Seized, which some of the time will force players back. Not Seized though. Flashbang is in. He's going to go for the spray, and he actually does some damage onto Stewie, but that looked like it could have actually been a kill. Now Automatic, as there's a bit of action going on the other side of the map, has taken it upon himself to sneak out and get 1 kill at least. Edward, Flamey with a refrag, as he's going to go down to Skadoodle. Still a 4 versus 3. Flick not connecting from Skadoodle here. Cloud9 fighting to stay in this game. They don't want to give it up yet. They want to keep it going. Nothing going for the spray down, taking down Edward. And now it's Simple and Seized left. 2 versus 4 at the moment. They are on opposite sides of the map, and Shroud is going to be taking down Seized. And what can Simple possibly do in this situation? The bomb is down in that B bomb side. He's got the C-set 75 out, and he's going to get a headshot on Shroud, but doesn't give him much hope anyway. Still got 8 health left, and he's going to die to the fire.
What? Talk about pressing your luck.
I mean, why not? He has to do something, right? He's going to have the money anyway, so slight 1G moment, maybe a bit.
I wouldn't push it that far.
Nah, all right. Maybe not that bad. Well...
Yeah, well, the story continues. Another match point for Na'Vi and another chance for Cloud9 to extend this even further.
Let's see. Cloud9. Are they going to give us something to work with here? Some of these rounds have been very good openings from Na'Vi. That's what they've been thriving on. Guardian has done this before. At least a couple of the last 60 rounds this has been happening, but I would say with mixed success. At least one of the rounds he got stuck back here, and a lot of the time if you want to do this, you'll have a teammate with you who can either help get the refrag if you go down or flash you in or something like that. Very much a solo mission here from Guardian, but a lot of map control, which, I mean, should ease up the rest of his team to try and defend main and Pop Dog, right? They've got nothing to worry about down there.
Absolutely, and that's the whole thing. Now the question is whether they start to rotate an extra man over towards that B site. And sure enough, they are hanging around fairly close to it. Simple, Flamey, Edward, all rotating around on the A site. Guardian is yet to see anybody down at Alley. And so there it is. Finally, Simple commits to the B site. He's going to be rotating over, and Flamey close Pop Dog. So now they have everything they need here, Na'Vi. If Cloud9 decide to go for that B push, which is exactly what's going to happen here in just a moment's time, they're gearing themselves up. Cloud9, they're gritting their teeth and getting ready for the big jump off of upper onto the bomb site itself. Because everybody's stacked here on the lower side for Na'Vi, and sure enough, there we have it. The entry frag for Stewie, instantly traded, but it's back and forth, and it's a 3-on-3 now as Cloud9 are stumbling, not quite managing to find it.
Somehow still a 2-on-2 after all of that carnage. Edward shooting nothing in the back, leaving automatic. The bomb is right in front of him, but he only has 15 seconds. How does he possibly get out of this? One misstep, and Guardian is going to take him out. He makes the jump mid-air, but right in front of him is a player. Automatic spraying away. He goes down, and nothing. No chance at all. See, no reaction at all. Is that delayed? Guardian should be getting some sort of reaction there.
Yeah,
it's a bit delayed. It's going to be Na'Vi to pick up the game here in 6 overtimes. Unbelievable. They had the power to stand up and high-five each other, and that's about it. It's got to be a quick return to the hotels, surely, and